Anti-Cryptid Erin's beat Matty. This is big news. Alert Cunt 6 News.
Testing? Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? Hello, 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 hello. Can you guys hear me? Hi. Hi, 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 hi. It looks like it's showing up in OBS. Roots fixed it. Roots fixed it. I had to get Commander Roots. Oh, okay, yeah, everyone says they can hear me now.
Hi, Raccoon.
Roots says hi.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you guys, I've been talking to you guys the whole time. I said hi to everybody. I did my little intro spiel. I was yapping so much. Everyone got a hello and everything. Oh my god. Wait, you guys didn't hear me. I had to go back. Okay, I said hi to Arya because they're the first one. I said hi to Zoe and Aaron, and then Aaron's had a really fun announcement that they beat Chatty Matty, and then I made a funny joke that Chatty Matty was bullying me in Discord because he said I was going to be late even though I wasn't, and you guys didn't hear the joke even though I was saying the joke, and I said so many things. And then you guys said I was mute. And also, hi Blue Jay. I'm so sorry. Your very first chat in a stream is pointing out my scuff. Oh my god. What do you mean accurate height Cryptid? I mean, you're not wrong, but still, why you gotta be right like that? Also, thank you for a 70 stream streak. First in, but I had to leave for a few minutes to get something figured out. I'm back now. You didn't miss anything besides me being mute. Hi, Ozzy Waldy. Cryptid is... Guess what? What's up, Aria? Okay, the curse is lifted. I should just go mute randomly. Oh, hey, thank you for the sub, but I appreciate it. And hey, I hope you like hanging out with the Cryptid cult. Let's see. Oh, you have an hour? Okay, I think we can do that now that you guys can hear me. I think that's okay. I think I have 2 pages in an hour. That should be fine. Let me find your piece, and then we can look at that. Let me find it. Ozzy Waldy. Honey boy, Death's Head. Okay. Okay, I'm looking for the link. Control C, and then you guys can look at that masterpiece while I'm yapping your ears off. Nope. Let me get this all ready for you guys. And then I gotta put in who's our lovely writer here. Let me just head 419, Control C. Story by, there we go. Oh, your username barely fits. Hold on. I got this. I'm a professional. Not at sound. Not at audio, but I'm a professional. Oh. 4 minutes of silence. You thought somebody died? Yeah, my ego. Let's see. You normally lurk? Oh, hey. No, it's all good. Thank you so much for the
Anti-Cryptid.
Oh, yeah?
Anti-Cryptid. I found a book on curses. I want to read this really fun-sounding one out loud. It says it turns humans to cats. And makes raccoons the ruling race. Can I say it out loud pretty please? XD.
I don't know about that, baby raccoon. You gotta go ask your parents if you can say curses out loud. I'm not the judge of that. I think you're a little young for curses, and that's not. You can still be young and be a prodigy at curse work and hexes and spells, but I think you haven't had enough experience and practice with it. I think you need to start off a little bit more on the beginner intro level, and then you can work your way up to that one if you want. Okay, everybody. Now that my audio's back. I had done my full intro and everything too, and I felt like it was actually really good that time. I did my intro, I said hi to everybody, I've been making jokes. I was here on time. I think that's the issue, is that no matter what, something has to go wrong. Whether that's me showing up like a minute or two late, whether that's me forgetting to grab my water, whether that's audio issues, whether that's the internet disconnects me, something has to go wrong. So because I started stream on time and already had my water and everything prepared, like I said on Discord, my audio didn't work. That's the rules. To share when the aunt is not present. Literally, so I was like, I wonder if you guys like even noticed my model when I first read it. When you first said like, your mic's not working? I stopped and I glanced down at OBS and I saw it wasn't picking up the audio, and I was just like the mouth opener, the really wide eyes. I was just like, oh no. It is a virtue. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm that much of a virtuous cryptid. I try to be a nice cryptid, but that's about all you're getting. That's all I'll promise. Okay, Dusthead. We are continuing the werewolf story, because you all know I love a good werewolf story. I'm going to go... I thought I could change the view? No. No. Okay, so I guess it's gonna stay like that. The wizard is never late. They arrive simply when they are meant to, when they mean to. To be fair, I'm also not a wizard, so sometimes I just arrive late. Full stop. I'll admit it. Normally I have an excuse, though. I try my best, though. I try my best, though. So again, a lot of the people in my family were apparently some different flavors of neurospicy or something. And I have anxiety around showing up late to places. Decrypted crash. Wait, what? Don't say that. Don't say that. I'm still here, right? Please? 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 Okay, no. See, everything's loading. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Don't make me doubt myself. Oh, that scared me. Stop gaslighting her. I'm being so gaslit. Oh no. First my mother and now a Twitch stream chat. When will the gaslighting ever stop? This is brutal. Oh, I think it was somewhere around here. Did I actually stop around where we were? At the cool part where Basoran was more wolf-like and he had been hunting. And then now Califrac has to go get him. Oh, actually, I chose the pretty right spot. So this is where we at. Yeah, it's just like a little over 2 pages. Ooh, we can do that. We can do that. We can totally do that. Don't say I was paused for a long time. I do the gaslighting. You guys are but my humble victims. What do I gaslight you guys with? I think you guys gaslight yourselves with stuff. 100%. I think you guys are gaslighting yourselves. Did we? Oh, I think you're right. You're right. I should set off with Ralby. The two racing into the overcast afternoon. Got it. You were right. Hi, what? It's good to see you. Okay, so Califrac is off to go get Basoran, who is the next heir of this territory, but he's a wolf, and he's acting a little too much like a wolf. And then, Dorgu and Whaley are off to possibly go fucking help them. Get these two out of any trouble. That was it, right? One's after us. Yeah, the hunters. Got it. Okay. Chill wind assailed Califrac as he marched stiffly through the icy snow, his joints crying out in distress as his nose went numb. Yet he kept on following the tracks Basoran had left behind, his human-like handprints setting him apart from any wolf. That tracks, yeah. I think that happens in online spaces. Like, again, everyone actually thinking I'm like pretty big and tough. The whole entire like Dommy Mommy thing, I'm like, where the fuck did you all get that from? When I'm the least likely. That's people liking my voice, first of all. I absolutely believe you guys gaslit yourselves into that. I think that's been oh my god, what is it? What is it when you Stockholm Syndrome. I think you guys have just been trapped in my streams often enough that now you actually like being here. That's absolutely what happened. Let's see. I'm not sure if I like the yet. And then very minor thing, it's not bad yet, but it is 2 long sentences right next to each other. I might like one of them split up a bit more to be a shorter one, but technically like 2 long sentences back to back, it's not anything crazy yet. If it keeps on having longer sentences, then I want like a shorter one soon. Though I see more than a few of those as well, Califrac reflected as he looked over a dozen intersecting tracks. Yeah, see, all these guys here. These are the longer ones, and then we at least get a slightly shorter one. A howl echoed through the air, followed by a chorus. Oh, lad, whatever pain you're feeling, it's not worth giving up your human half for. Hi, Zoe. Have you realized you've been, this is Stockholm Syndrome. Everyone wake up. This is all a dream. Oh my god, I'm taking a lot of sippies today. I was not feeling good earlier. I actually like had shaking hands and everything. It was pretty rough. So I'm like I was feeling not good and I'm like, no, I have to be okay. I have to be okay. We're packing for Woe today. We started packing up the car a little bit. I have so many patches to still prep. Aw, thanks, Hide and Heart. But also like, oh man, I'm like, I cannot. I'm like telling my body, I'm telling the universe, I'm like, I cannot start my cycle while I'm at Woe. I can start my cycle on the car ride back home from Woe. So I am sending that energy into the universe. Oh my god. I could be miserable and in pain for like a 2-hour car ride. That's fine. I'm not the one driving. It's okay. Like, I'm trying to manifest when my torture will begin. That's the only thing I care about. I know I'm gonna get tortured. I'm just trying to choose the time. To choose a time slot. I'm okay, says dying person. Oh my god. Meat, I'm a sheep. Meat, I'm a sheep. The thought lingered in his mind as he crested a hillock. There below him, in a little gully, was a cave opening, the tracks leading inside. 2 wolves prowled nearby, glaring at Califrac. He held out his hands, setting down the crossbow and walking slowly across the little gully toward the cave. So little gully is repeated twice toward the cave. He was a pace away when Besoren's head emerged from the cave, his lips drawn into a snarl as he glared at Califrac. And then, hold on. The wolves glaring, and then Besoren glared in the same paragraph. And I don't mind cave being used, like there's a cave opening, but then toward the cave and from the cave. So cave's actually said 3 times too. There's a little bit of repetition at this point. Hi, Blue Jay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine right now. I'm just getting the shakies. I'm just not feeling good. But, you know, I'll like live. But I'm like over here and it's like adding to my anxiety. Like, oh, I cannot be dying when I'm trying to sell merch at like one of the big events that we do. Oh, that would be terrible. At your funeral, someone come and play Staying Alive. I've seen that little bit. But yeah. I'm just like, ooh. I had some food, I had some soup. I'm having as much medicine as I can. Trying to get everything I can, like, prepped and ready today. Oof. Easy, lad, easy, Califrac said. Be gone, he barked. Lad, please, you don't want this, Califrac said, his knees screaming in pain as he knelt down. You shouldn't run away. Why not? Isn't this better? I'm no nobleman. I'm a wild beast. All men are wild beasts, Califrac said. But you don't belong in a cave on your own. What are you crying about, Luna? Luna? Luna. Luna. Oh my god, when we first got Luna, because again, we rescued her from the street, she just came up to our house and Mama Cryptid loved her, so we like adopted her. And we took her to the vet, because, you know, again, she was a street kitty. To like make sure she was fixed and everything and get her shots and get her medications, whatever. And she was the Trojan cat. She was already pregnant. Goddamn cat. So as soon after she was done giving birth on Halloween, she had Halloween kitties. Good job, Luna. We after a certain period of time, the kitty Lotta strikes again. Right? Trojan horse cat. Oh my god. Containing multitudes inside. We got her fixed up and everything. But while she was still with us, before she gave birth, she would be by the windows, and her baby daddy was one of the cats that was outside her house. He's one of the street cats outside. And she would cry for him. She was just crying for the D. And we'd be like, Luna, stop being a whore. You can't have the D. You're already pregnant. And then after she gave birth to the kitties, and after she went to get spayed and stuff. Yeah, it's spayed for female cats. It's neutered for the guy cats. She still, like, does the cry. She still does the call. And we're like, you shouldn't want the D anymore. Why do you cry for the D? I don't understand. You should have calmed down by now. And, like, no, she'll still, if she's bored, if she's lonely, she still brings up the wail. The wail of a lonely female looking for a nice top cat to save her and watch over her during the night on those rough streets. God damn it, she's I love her so much. She's so scary. I love her, but she's a whore. How do you know that? You don't know me at all. I know pain, Califrax said. I know what it's like to be forced out of a home I've known for half my life, that my grandson has known for almost all of his. He swallowed. I know what it means to lose a father. You're old. My father could have lived 20 years more. I'm not sure. Lived 20 years more. I'm not. This more or this comma in the more, this part's slightly off to me. Maybe there could be a slight rephrasing. My son ought to be alive now, Califrax said quietly. And his wife, my Dorbu's parents. They were the nicest, kindest couple I've known. And they were carried off to the stars far too soon. Bosorin paused, taken aback. Then he shook his head. It doesn't matter. I can't be the Earl everyone wants me to be. You had to restart the computer. It's all good. Everyone pray for Heidenhoff's computer. Good to get this. I was going through an old story and you have a character named Luna. Guess what she is exactly? The irony is real, and yes, this is coincidence too, because I wrote it in 2022. She a goddamn whore. Or you being nice and just saying she was a cat. I swear we love this cat. Please understand. This cat has an entire bedroom. Like, she has my childhood bedroom. My childhood bedroom belongs to this cat. It has been converted so she can safely be there without killing our other cats. Luna's cat folk. This cat has a human-sized bedroom for herself with the cat trees, with all the different stuff. And we don't want her to be, like, locked away and unable to see the other cats and be exposed and see people. We replaced the fucking door with a screen patio door to this bedroom in the inside of our fucking house. So that way she can look through the screen, but she can't, like, scratch any of the other cats if they get too close. And her babies can come by and say hi to their mom, and then their mom can say, shh, fuck you. And then they'll be like, okay, mom. And everyone's fine and they don't have boo-boos. Because she's a little aggressive. She's a little bit fucking angry. But we fucking love this cat, so we do fucking everything for her. She eats churros multiple times a day. Oh my god. We made window seats for her because she was wailing out for the D to that one cat that was her baby daddy. and stuff. So we made like window seats, and we got a shelf, and we built a shelf for her there. And we made blankets and pillows on the shelf so she could lay there waiting to call for her baby daddy through the window, like Romeo and Juliet. Hi, Mom. I'll kill you. I'll send you to Satan's spawn of demons. Yeah, that's Luna. That's Luna. She had to be separated from her babies because she was gonna kill them. Love the cat though. She's so wonderful. She's such a sweet baby girl. So anyway, for this, again, I know it's probably because of the word limit. You said that as you were nearing the word limit for the competition, it was definitely getting more prevalent towards the end compared to the first half of it. So for this, it's a lot of the back and forth dialogue, and I wish there were moments to either show what Califrac's thinking, what Califrac is noticing about Dorgu, the scenario. Maybe he even turns his back. Maybe he starts doing like kind of the language and the body language of wolves to kind of put Basoran at ease. Because kind of when you turn your back away from something, it shows you trust them and that you're not a threat. When you kind of relax your posture a little bit. I wonder if there's anything like that going on to kind of like be calming down Basoran. Commits murder. Cryptid, you're adorable! No, there's a lot of screaming and yelling when she first tries to do the murder. Especially because in the early stages it was on her flesh. Before we learned that she has a limit for how much she can interact. And get scritches and pats. And now we've worked together and we've established boundaries. And she communicates her boundaries nicely first, and now everything's better. But god damn it, she wasn't a scary ass cat. Oh my god. The other thing for this scene is so here Califrac pivoting the direction to saying like, oh no, I've known loss, and then he's mentioning like his son and his son's wife, which are Dorgu's parents. It feels a little bit forced. I want this same knowledge, I want this same info, the same conversation. I just want it to segue to that a bit more natural and a bit more like maybe wise old scholar. Califrac is an old knight. He is a grandpa of like a young adult. He is older, so I'm wondering like if he could come across as that wise old sage. Like again, maybe he approaches and he turns around and his back's toward Dorgu, and maybe instead while Dorgu's like lashing out at him and shouting stuff, he gets just, oh, did I ever tell you? Did Dorgu ever tell you about what happened to his parents? And she's like, wait, what? And it's kind of like that snapping you out of what your current mode is. Kind of like when I go on an ADHD tangent. you very strongly, purposefully pivot. Like, we're not talking about that anymore, or about whatever breakdown you're having, Basoran. Boom, did I ever tell you what happened to Dorgu's parents? And Basoran's like, what? He's like, oh yeah, that's it, like here. There was this, there was that, and actually lost them way too soon. Dorgu was really little, and then he would be like, oh, I didn't know. And they'd be like, yeah, I know loss. I know what it's like to lose family and to have to step up to a responsibility that maybe you're not ready for. I wasn't ready to take over Dorgu. He's my grandson, but you might have to step up and be ready to be an Earl. That's just it. I'm not saying you have to do that exact thing, but I just want something a little different here. I want the pacing to be slower. I want more descriptions. And I want Califrac to be that wise mentor figure. I think he could be. Cryptid, you literally copied and pasted some code in this game, because these two features work almost exactly the same, but for some godforsaken reason, it's not working the same. Welcome to the coder life. Oh. It doesn't matter. I can't be the Earl everyone wants me to be. No, you can't be, Califrac agreed. But you can be the man you need to be. And the best way of doing that is to come out of that cave and talk to your mother and your sister and the head of your castle garrison. This one, again, it's a little long for dialogue, so maybe it could be split up into, like, shorter sentences. You can be the man you need to be, like, period. And the best way of doing that is to come out of that cave, talk to your family, your mother, something like slight rephrasing to maybe make it more natural and organic for dialogue. For a longer moment, Besorin stared at Califrac as though seeing him for the first time. There was the sound of a horse and a howl, the crunch of feet on snow. Califrac turned around, seeing Whaley and Dorgu coming into view atop the hillock. Yet neither one of them looked at he or Besorin. Instead, both were staring at something on the opposite hill. He craned his neck up, at last seeing the puff of warm breath emerging from the bush at the top. Oh. With the speed and agility of a man 30 years younger, Califrac leapt to his feet, drew his sword, and sprinted up the slope, placing the tip of his sword right on the nose of the hunter hiding in the bush. Surrender yourself now, and I'll allow you to live. I love this description for Califrac with the strength and agility of men 30 years younger. I like that. That's really strong. I just think that's charming. I think it's funny. I think it's a great description. I like that. Leapt to his feet, drew his sword, and sprinted up the slope. I think this could be a sentence. And then this other part. Again, this is a very run-on sentence here. I'd at least shorten it down to, like, this is a sentence. And then rephrase so that this is a separate sentence. This is a separate action thing that happens. The man in white speckled clothing gasped, then slowly rose, his hands over his head. Califrac nodded, a smile coming to his lips. He glanced down the slope, seeing Dorgu hurrying towards him with the crossbow, while Wary embraced her brother, who had emerged from the cave. Very good. It's like saying here, multiple subjects, multiple things are happening in one sentence. He's glancing down, seeing Dorgu hurrying to the cave with the crossbow. I like that. That's one sentence. You can also notice Whaley embraced her brother, who had emerged from the cave. That's a separate sentence. Very good. A flash of blinding pain shot through him, the sword falling from his fingers as he collapsed to the ground with screaming joints. Fortunately, the interloper was too stunned to take advantage of this before Dorgu arrived to point the crossbow at him. This one, so we have this fear for the readers. I'm not saying, like, of like, oh god, what if this interloper, what if this hunter person's gonna get away, right? That's the new thing, like Califrac's down, oh god, this person's gonna get away, but then you get rid of that fear in the same sentence, saying, oh, Dorgu arrived to point the crossbow at him before he could take advantage, right? Like, it. So you introduce a problem and then you fix the problem. Same sentence. I think it could be two separate sentences, even a small paragraph, like add more tension. That's a better way of describing it. Yeah. And having it as a small paragraph, now that you don't have that word limit anymore from the competition, let it breathe a bit more, and it will add suspense for the readers. Yeah, no word limit anymore, chaining you down. It'll be so great. You can stretch out, you can let the scenes breathe. The chill of a winter's night was fast falling, the last light fading, when Dorgu and the others arrived at the gates. Lady Ulrika sprang out at once and embraced her children, muttering about how worried she had been. Nataltha, is that supposed to be though instead of thought, walked up to Dorgu, looking at him holding the lead, while Califrac was strapped into the saddle, gritting his teeth in pain. Behind him was the tied-up hunter sent by Earl Senor, the men stony and silent ever since being taken captive. Oh dear, should I ask what happened? I'm wondering, for tension... Oh, we're almost near the end. Let me finish reading to the end, and then I'll give my thoughts about this. We'll need to send a letter to Earl Sr., Califrac hissed, mopping the sweat from his brow. We'll put this, Bridget, in the holding cell. And what of you? Natalka asked. Grandpa needs a healer, Dorgu replied. And a hot bath. We could all use one of those, Ulrika sighed, stepping towards the gate with her children in tow. Come, we'll sort this mess in the morning. A frigid draft wafted down the tower stairs as Dorgu ascended the spiraling steps 2 at a time. With Califrac bedridden, the night watch fell to him. He was just passing by the landing outside Welly's room when a low howl echoed through the night. Dorgu paused and knocked on the door. It opened inwards, revealing Welry standing at the window dressed only in her natural furs. She stared enraptured upon the bright moon outside, her eyes So that's supposed to be shimmering gold, not shimming? At least it... Oh wait, why is my model like that? Oh my god! My model was so weird. Now I'm embarrassed. Gripping the frame, she lifted her head and howled a little louder. Feeling like a naughty child, glad he hadn't been noticed, Dorgu carefully closed the door without making a sound and resumed his ascent. And that is the ending. So one, for suspense. This is what I was thinking earlier. For suspense purposes, we have the something happen to Califrac, and then the interloper, we're like, oh god, is this interloper like gonna get Califrac? Is he gonna escape? What's going on? And then right, the new edits might mean that we don't get that problem fixed in the same sentence. That Dorgu arrives and he's gonna stop it. I hope I got those names not mixed up. Hopefully you followed that record. Here, rather than kind of explaining everything, it could be from Lady Ulrika's point of view, or Natalka. I think we had Natalka's point of view in the previous story, following these characters. I'm wondering if Natalka can go up and we just see like the worried faces. We, the readers, don't know that Califrac's okay. So Natalka would just describe the worried faces, them pulling up. They have some prisoner on a horse that looks like he's tied up and captured. All this different stuff. They could all be rushing out to like meet them. Maybe Lady Ulrika, because she's a werewolf. She's a werewolf too. Maybe she's over there like, oh, I smell blood. I smell bloodshed. I don't know if he like got hit, like if he got stabbed or anything at all, or something like that, or even just the blood from when Besorin attacked the animal before he ran off. He could still be covered in that blood. There can be multiple ways of having blood, and Little Rika's just like, oh, I smell blood. I think something bad happened, and they all go out to see here, and it's the suspense of readers of like, is Califrac okay? And then once we're out here and we're doing it, then it's Grandpa needs a healer. Buku slow. Oh no! Did you had to beat it up? You had to smack it. That's what you gotta do. Then it will behave. Yeah, I think your note here, Besorin reconciling properly with his family. If you're looking for like a funny thing to lighten up the mood afterwards, it could be like, hey, like they did not bring home the feast dinner. Besorin absolutely hunted and killed a critter for the feast, and then they just did not have the time to bring it back. Oopsie. So there might be actual wolves eating that dinner tonight, not them. And then here, this ending isn't... I like it as a scene, but I'm not sure I like it as the ending scene. Most of the story is building up this tension, from what I remember, of Besorin becoming a young werewolf, but also dealing with the fact he's going to be the Earl. And that he is the Earl, but he wants to be a werewolf, all this different stuff. I'm wondering if the ending scene, rather than showing Welry also focusing on her wolf side, I'm like, I almost want something with Besorin. Maybe he could even be somber of like he hears the wolves in the distance eating the kill that he made out in the snow, and he turns away to like go hang out Christmas dinner with them. It could be maybe his mother Ulrika and his sister Whaley helping him be more like, hey, no, like, you can be more of a wolf. We'll all do a family howl at the wolves for Christmas. But at the end of the night, like, you still have to be here and be an Earl. Hi, Mash! Oh my goodness, you could tell I was locked in there for a second because it took me a minute to realize anything in chat. How are you doing? Are you at the gym? Are you on your way to the gym? Are you on your way back from the gym? What's the status update? What was I saying? So yeah, I feel it's a good scene. I would almost like the scene earlier in the story, or as a scene in another, because you said you wrote multiple stories in this universe with these characters. So it's even a good scene to use in those other stories or earlier in this story. But I'm not sure I like it as the ending. You're at the gym. See, I know things. I sometimes don't know anything, but other times I know things. Is that Larry has been shown to have herself better under control, and is still howling at the moon like a wild wolf. To imply that Besoren can reconcile his two halves as she has. Maybe it's because, like you said, there was the initial word count limit when you first wrote this, so everything was a little bit more rushed. I'm not quite sure if it's landing as well, or if I'm getting that. I'm getting the fact of, like, Dorgu is peeking on the sister. The sister is also a werewolf, you know, and he's in love. And being a little naughty, seeing the naked wolf lady howling at the moon. It almost feels like it's furthering the Dorgu and Whaley plot, but that was the subplot here. Dorgu and Whaley were the subplot, the B plot. The main plot was Besoren. I'd almost want more of a Besoren focus for the ending. 8 more days? 8 more days to what? For me, I'm like, no, like, what do you mean? Tomorrow. I'm leaving for Jacksonville tomorrow. So scared. But Alas called me out to go today? Was it a pretty girl? Ooh. Maybe have Besoren next to her? That could do it too. I would like that if, like, again, I want something with Besoren here. Like, she's showing him how to be both wild and in control. I like that. I think that could also be a good play. Something with Besoren. I just don't want you to forget to tie in neatly the main plot and get sidetracked by the B plot. I think having both of them there, howling, maybe even Lady Ulrika, and they're just doing a family howl, still embracing their werewolf / wolf nature, but having that confidence of realizing, like, you're not actually a wolf. Not Ulrika yet? Okay. Yep, my depressing little trash cave. I love it. Interesting. You'll see why when we get further into the storyline. Okay. Yeah, again, I was just throwing spaghetti out, but whatever sticks is no comment, Mash. Oh, you guys know what that means. Mash had a date with a pretty girl. We get to bully and make fun of him now. No, I shouldn't say. I should say a beautiful woman, full beautiful lady. Oh my goodness. Okay, I am so glad that even though I'm feeling women are scary, okay? Oh no, so you did it. No smash, she was too scary. No kissy face, too scary. Oh no, big loss. I'm so sorry. Big L, Mash. We'll pray for you. Rest in peace. Oh my god. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was trying so hard to potentially meet up with that one guy that like a friend of Mama Cryptid saw, whatever the connection was. And we're at least texting a little bit, but again, we're just keeping it mostly like strictly business right now, because he's also like a new small business music person. He was just asking for like tips and feedback, and that was what they were like telling me. They're like, "Oh no, he just wants your advice and tips for be like being a small business and starting different things and seeing like if you're interested in having custom music made." And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." And then I was like pulling Mama Cryptid aside, like, "Are you guys just trying to set me up? Is this the end that you're trying to do to set me up with somebody?" Mama Cryptid was all like, "Well, you could meet him, and if something hits, flies off, like, hey, something hits. I'm just saying." And I was like, "Okay, um, sounds like a Hallmark movie." I'm just a dude that just wants to work out, and I was trying to have a rest day today. Yeah, but you didn't, because there was a pretty lady calling you to the gym. I'm just saying. I'm mad respect. Mama Cryptid doing the honest work, right? Right? I think it's the little bit of Hispanicness in her coming out. Little Hispanic mama talking with everyone else and setting up their children. But anyway, no, we've mostly just been talking business, and they've just been nice texting back and forth. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is fine. Anyway, this is great. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm glad we didn't run out of time. I'm glad I was able to finish reading it. But yeah, otherwise it was a lot more like little line edits. I think it was mostly some of the suggestions were because you knew it was the word limit. It was going to be a lot of like, hey, let this scene breathe. Hey, add some more stuff in here. Not too many big edits other than towards the ending, but back once I finish up at the gym. Either really good, or why do all the ladies sound the same? And it's down to how I wrote this 2022. Like, why is past me write ladies better than present me? Okay, so you think that this past manuscript had stronger female voices than now? Okay. I'll submit the next story in the sequence. Nice, thank you so much. I'm excited. Is it a continuation of the werewolves? I do like me some werewolf stories. It's a different vibe than Sagitta? I'm guessing that's off Sagittarius, but I don't think it's Sagitta. Would it be Sagitta? I'm not quite sure. Let me go back here. Did you have any other questions or anything specific you want me to comment on, Death's Head? Since we're not rushing out the door with you, I know sometimes you have a certain time limit. This was general feedback. Pacing on the back half would be good. We did do that. Alrighty. Let's see. Yes. Sagitta means arrow in Latin. It's not Sagittarius. She's named after a constellation. But isn't... Isn't it also have... Yeah, even the symbol, it's a centaur, but it's an archer with a bow and arrow. So I'm still like, wait, no, Sagittarius still has the arrow symbolism. The who now? What was I doing? Let's go. Oh yeah, I'm doing something. Mash, I don't know if you, for your streaming stuff, you have the Twitter thing. I found Penny on Twitter. I did it. I researched somebody and I found Penny on Twitter. I followed them today. I was so happy. At first, when I was looking it up, I looked at Penny VT because I'm like, that will be Penny. I'll be able to follow Penny on Twitter, right? Like a cool friend person on doing content creation. I'll follow Penny. And then it was like a different Penny BT, and I was like scrolling through their stuff, and I'm like, oh, this doesn't look like Penny. And then I like looked up again, like Penny VT, and it was pulling up the suggestions, and I saw one of them was duck themed, and I'm like, that's Penny. And I scrolled through their profile, and I'm like, yep, this one's Penny. But I almost followed the wrong Penny VT. That would have been horrible. One the centaur, one is the arrow of Hercules. Okay. Trust me, I was just saying like their names are similar, and since you do so many constellation astrology things, there's definitely gonna be some people who who make that connection. Let's see. So when you have a lot of those same vibes, people are gonna be connecting those vibes. I'm just saying. What was up next? Is it Raccoon Channel 6 News next? Let me double check. I think it was in between the two, right? Story submissions. We did do Death's Head. And then Raccoon Channel 6 News, and then Ozzy Waldy. Does that sound good? Do we have Aria? Let me make sure. At Aria. And then at... Do we... Oh, no. I just misspelled Zoe. I wanted to add the Y at the end. Yep, you're here. Awesome. Are we gonna do Raccoon Channel 6 News? Does that sound good for you guys? I'm excited. I used to title The Arrow a lot too. Got it, got it. I'm just too brain rot. I was one of those homestuck kids growing up, so I'm like, yeah, arrows are absolutely a sign and symbol used for Sagittarius. Oh my god, that's what happens when you're a kid who grew up on fucking Homestuck. And everyone in high school was crazy during hiatuses. You guys don't know the craziness that happened when the fandom was mostly Homestuck. It was insanity. What was wrong with us? Let me restart my lo-fi. You guys don't know. The young kids now in fandoms don't know. You hated high school, you wanted to be the smart kid. I just had depression. There were so many smart kids. When you're in AP classes and stuff, everyone there is smarter and dumber than you. You're just trying to not kill yourself. Oh my god. How long do I sit in the Sharpie pack before my skin turns gray? No, thank god, no. It's very small. It sits up north. Sagittarius means the archer. Google. Nice. I'm not doubting you. I didn't say you were wrong. I'm just telling you, people are gonna make the connection. I'm not saying that's the right connection to make. I'm just saying they're gonna make the connection. Young kids these days, lol. No Homestuck or Newgrounds. They're not even on Neopets or nothing. Can you believe it? Dude. You spent way too much time on Newgrounds when I shouldn't have been near that site. Oh no. I hate when I get like caught stuck on a word while I'm laughing, because then I just keep laughing out that word. It's so hard. I'm like, no, get the word out. I did a little bit there too. Oh. Let me see. Raccoon Channel 6 News. I'm still on story submissions. Let's see. Raccoon 6 News. Let me get the windows set up. Oh, I had to do this here. RCN Channel 6 News. How's that looking? That's looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. Window to Raccoon 6 News. I know it's cut off for you guys, but there's only so much I can do, okay? Only so much. I'll be reading out loud. We're fine. We're fine. Your parents gave you a computer at 13 and never monitored what you did on it? That's insanity. There was the family computer that was like in the fucking living room, and that's what I was on for a while. That's what we grew up on. And then it was like a really big deal when like we were old enough to like have a computer of our own that was like in our room, or I think they were laptops. No, there was a computer first, then we got laptops. We got the computers first. And then that was the big thing, because Mama and Papa Cryptid had their own computers, but it was in their room because they were doing gaming. They were doing the serious like World of Warcraft stuff. And before that, EverQuest. So then it was just there were their computers, and then there was quote unquote the family computer, which was just my computer, but it was in the living room. Like I couldn't have it in there, in my room or anything. And then as you got older, then you earned a computer in your room, and then we eventually upgraded to laptops. I think Roots got a computer much younger than I did. But hey, that's what fucking happens when you're the first elder sister. First child, elder sister. You're everything's different. You're the prototype child. You're the test dummy. It's the Wild West of Flash and Angel Firesides. You know what was one site though that they let me be on and stuff? It was it's not the horror game, which has the same name. It is not that. It was ponyisland.net, which is not the horror game. There's a horror game called Pony Island or something like that. But it's this cute little digital pony, My Little Pony inspired. It's not actually My Little Pony, it's just inspired. They made their own ponies, so they made their own artwork. Little breeding game where you can have like all the little animals and critters, and you can fill up your stables with all these horses, and it's all different colors. And it was really good for kids because you could learn about genetics, about like, oh yeah, if one parent over here has this as their dominant gene, and then they'd be with someone who doesn't have it's now a recessive gene, but then the great grandkids over here have it, and it was recessive all this time, and now that gene pulls up again. It was really neat. I remember being on that site. That was a site I could be on as a kid. That's why my bio says chronically online since 2005. But yeah, it was yeah, but Pokemon's also like a battling game. It has a breeding component to it, but I think from what I remember, God, it's been a while, I think it was mostly like, and then you could also like contest the ponies, like they could be in like little things and they could level up, but you weren't like fighting the ponies. They could just be in like little contests and stuff every like hours. You did a lot of pixel dolls. Oh, I was again a Neopets. Before that I was a Neopets kid, but again I had dyslexia, so I couldn't really read. I was just really good at faking. Okay, sorry, I forgot. Let me pause the music so we can do the intro. Hold on. Everyone ready? I'm trying to like move my head along to the beat, but my model can't quite keep up. It's so funny. She looks so angry doing it towards the end when I'm like moving my head really fast. She needs to move faster. This is the new one. Yeah, we read this one. Archie's back. We're having Raccoon Channel 6 News Season 2. Unofficially. I know it's not technically Season 2, but that's what we're calling it unofficially. Man, after WoW, I gotta get working on the script and doing the full video for Raccoon Channel 6 News. With a stretch and a yawn, Marissa woke up. Is this the new character you're gonna be? Ooh, is this your new Raccoon Sona?
Meep.
Meep, I'm a sheep. She turned on the TV to the news channel while going about her morning routine. Good morning, raccoons. Today marks 1 week since the end of the Civil War. Archie and Cryptid are running a charity to help rebuild everything that was destroyed. Now, onto the weather. Temperatures this week are expected to be very mellow. Today we'll have a high of 85 degrees and a low of 52 degrees. Oh my god, that sounds so much better than the temperatures today. There will be clear skies and no rain is expected. This is a better version of Florida. Finishing her morning routine, Marissa searched her closet, pulling out her fancy dress and heels, before leaving to catch the bus. Oh, Marissa's just a side character? Okay. Morning, Marissa, the bus driver said to her with a smile as she climbed aboard. She responded with a smile with the same energy, before sitting at the front of the bus to continue talking. Beep, beep, I'm a sheep, said beep, beep, I'm a sheep. Morning, Joey, she said. What's with the fancy clothes? Joey asked. Me and my boyfriend have a date, Marissa said with glee. Ah, that's wonderful, Joey said. That boyfriend of yours, he reminds me a lot of myself when I was younger. That's a weird thing to say, Joey. As the bus came to a stop, Marissa grabbed her purse and stood up. "You kids have fun," Joey said to her as she walked out. Standing outside by the bus stop, she began retrieving her phone from her purse, only to suddenly feel 2 paws grabbing her waist from behind. It's a murderer! She let out a quick gasp, followed by a romantic side-eye to the person behind her. Oh, oopsie. I would have killed him. My bad. "Why'd you sneak up on me like that?" Marissa said. "I wanted to see your reaction," her boyfriend responded. "How long were you waiting to do that?" she asked. "I'd rather not say," he said with a laugh. As Marissa turned around, her boyfriend moved his grip from her waist to her hand. They walked together into the restaurant right across the street, looking into each other's eyes. Genuinely, there are people who like do this stuff to me. They'll surprise me and jump scare me and stuff, and I'm like, you are lucky I do not kill you. Oh no. You'd think being Floridians we'd do that less, but no. Who would have thought that Aaron, the local librarian with no plans for the future, would end up with the prettiest news reporter in town, her boyfriend responded. "Just being a librarian, not having plans for the future," Marissa said, "is exactly why I love you. As a news reporter, my job requires me to know about everything happening in the world. Sometimes it gets overwhelming. It makes the world seem so much bigger and scarier. But no matter how scary things seem, you remind me of the friends and the family and the loved ones that I have here. You help me live in the present instead of always worrying about what might happen in the future." It is not easy being a librarian. I said your name? I don't think so. Oh no, it's this type of Aaron. It's the AA Ron. The AA Ron Aaron type of Aaron, not your type of Aaron. Banished. Oh wait, I'm too high up. There we go. Marissa paused for a second, realizing she had started rambling, and quickly attempted to lighten the mood. Aaron. Insubordinate and churlish. Okay, it wasn't just me who knows that skit. I do know a lot of the raccoons in here are sometimes a little bit younger, so I'm like, oh, am I old now? Did some of the raccoons not know this reference? Somebody was so cute in the Discord. I think I had ADHD and I forgot to respond to them. Somebody mentioned in the welcome part of Discord, they're like, "Oh, do I have to drink the Kool-Aid?" talking about the cryptid cult thing. And they were like, "Oh, I don't know if anyone's too young to know that reference." And I'm over here and I'm like, I am grown, I'm 30, I know the drink the Kool-Aid reference. Oh my god. Please tell me it's not an old thing, right? Even my younger raccoons, you guys know what the drink the Kool-Aid reference thing is, right? Even if you don't know the exact cult or anything, you still get the reference, like what happened. I'm gonna feel so old. I'm gonna feel so old in a couple of years. And you're an excellent kisser. I'm gonna look away and I'm not gonna have an accent anymore. Hold on. "And you're an excellent kisser," Marissa said, causing Aaron to blush profusely. As the waiter seated them both at their tables, he set menus down and walked away. Aaron stared heavily into his menu, practically covering his entire vision with it. Marissa held her menu at a 45-degree angle from the table, allowing herself to read it while still looking around the restaurant. Few words were exchanged between them, just occasional, "What are you ordering? And shall we get dessert afterwards?" You know that reference? You don't, Zoe. Really? Oh wow. Okay, so there are some young enough raccoons now where they don't get that reference. Got it. Okay, oh no, I'm gonna feel so old in a couple of years. I'm gonna feel so old. Maybe it's more of like a spooky kid thing? Because even like my age and up, if you weren't like super into like knowing spooky things like cults and like crazy murderers and Hannibal Lecter type stuff, you might not have known about that. So maybe it's just like an area of interest thing. Maybe it's not each thing. Are you two ready to order? The waiter asked, walking up to their table. Yes, I'll have the trash Alfredo, Marissa said. I'll have the garbage Wellington, Aaron said. And perhaps also a couple margaritas? Because I know the reference, and I think Zoe is older than me. So yeah, I'm wondering if it's just an area of interest thing. So if you don't know too much about, like, cults, maybe then you wouldn't know about it. Even though Marissa couldn't see Aaron's eyes through the menu, she could make out a wink from the movement of the muscles on the parts of his face she could see. So, Marissa said, resting her head into her hand as she handed the menu to the waiter. Anything new at work? Actually, yes, Aaron said, his face finally becoming visible again as he handed his menu over. A couple archaeologist moles just uncovered a huge ancient library. Oh, Key Pilgrims in Time and Space. Yeah, rip their relationship. I think they were we talking about the Aaron reference, or were we talking about the Drink the Kool-Aid reference? Because when I was talking with Ari, I thought we were talking about the Drink the Kool-Aid reference. Oh my god, but yeah, in general, once people don't know those Key and Peele skits, I'm gonna be like, oh, everyone doesn't understand 50% of my type of humor. You done messed up now, Aaron. Oh my god, no. And isn't it something with their relationship? I haven't fully, because I don't really do a lot of gossipy stuff. Isn't it something like one of them married, like their wife is like kind of psycho, it's kind of like crazy and like overbearing, and that's what kind of caused the fall between Kay and Peele. It's like one of them's married to like a not nice lady. Am I like making shit up, and do I just not know the real thing? That's what I've like heard little tidbits about it, and it's something like that. And I'm over here like, see, this is why you guys need stronger crazy girl radar when you date like bad crazy, because sometimes there's fun crazy, there's quirky crazy, there can be some fun crazy. I'll admit I'm a little crazy, it's all good, that's just some people's flavor. When you date bad crazy, when you date like kind of like psycho, your bunny boiler crazy, but it ruins your life, man. You can't be dating that kind of crazy, you can't be dating that kind of strange, it's not worth it. I'm just saying. There we go. The archaeologist moles just uncovered a huge ancient library. Oh my, Marissa said. That's amazing. Maybe I'll talk to the news crew on Monday and we can do a report on it. That would be incredible, Aaron said. Cryptid herself will be in the first expedition. That's me. Wow, that's quite the honor, Marissa said with awe. Waiters passed around whispers as they entered and exited the kitchen. They're gonna poison us. Hi, Zatara! I was crazy once. They put me in a room, a rubber room with rats. And rats make me crazy. Is A.A. Ron in this class? A.A. Ron, I'm calling you. Don't ignore your professor, A.A. Ron. Now you guys are making me want to rewatch that skit, and I can't, because after stream I had to go back to working and cutting out patches. Excuse me, ma'am, the waiter said, sneaking up behind Marissa. I'm gonna get you, don't sneak up on me. Yes, she said with curiosity. You wouldn't happen to be the news reporter Marissa, would you? The waiter said. I am, Marissa said, unsure how to feel about the confrontation. Wow, I'm a big fan of yours, the waiter said, as Marissa wondered how this type of interaction with customers is allowed. Would you please give me your autograph? The waiter said as he pulled out a napkin. Marissa reluctantly agreed, annoyed but amused by the idea of signing a napkin. It was a first for her. The waiter looked at the signature with glee. You can watch one skit as a treat. don't know why that one tickled me so much. That's funny. Would you sign there too? The waiter said, pointing behind Marissa. Confused, she turned around. Marissa jumped up in surprise. Aaron, Aaron, on one knee, wedding ring in one hand, marriage certificate in the other, where the waiter was pointing. Hey, Aaron, you showed up with the certificate too? I need this type of organized man in my life. Marissa, Aaron said. Marissa holding back tears. Will you make me the happiest raccoon in the world? In between her shouts of glee, Marissa yelled, yes! Jumping into Aaron's arms. The surrounding critters in the restaurant clapped and cheered. Yet the two raccoons barely noticed the ruckus around them. The only thing in the entire world they felt or wanted to feel was the warmth of each other's arms wrapped around them. You thought it sounded relevant? Oh no. Oh no, I almost got a witch cackle out of me. That's bad. That's so cute. That is definitely somebody's idea of like top tier romance. That is, you know, somebody super well that you're like, yes, they will say yes. And they will appreciate me already having the paperwork nearby and ready. That is a very particular someone, and I'm so happy for that someone to have the happy ending and the great partner that they deserve. It's just that that's not most people's partners. Oh no. Who's killing Cryptid? Me. No, Arya is. Arya kills Cryptid. Season 3 of Raccoon News. Tune on in, because Arya the Scavenger will be back. And on a murder spree. All but confirmed. That's so cute. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. I love it 100%. Don't change it at all. This is canon. Hey, Aaron, you know exactly what you're doing. You womanizer, you. This smooth player. He's getting woman in ways I can't even comprehend. Oh my god. You know, it's like a meme. It's like this trend where it's like like the little meme thing. I've never been proposed to, so IDK was standard. But you know the bit, and I'm not saying this about AA Rod, I'm just saying this like in context stuff. It kind of sounds, it sort of reminds me of. Do you guys know the bit with like me and the bad bitch I pulled by being autistic? Or like me and the baddie I pulled by with my autism riz or something like that. Like there are those memes and it shows like different like either real life couples or like anime couples or cartoon couples and stuff like that, of like just this cute dorky little nerdy person and like the absolute S tier baddie they pulled. This is what that reminds me of. The marriage ring, the wedding ring in one hand. The paperwork in the other. I love it. I love it. I love it. Aaron, he's pulling all the baddies. I now know Marissa is hot as fuck because of this. I've got another somewhat short story for Raccoon 6 News. Should I put that in now or wait for next time? I think you can wait till next time. Let me double check. Who's next? Hold on. Hold on. Because I don't want to make somebody wait too long while they're waiting for their story. Oh, it's Ozzy Waldy. We do have Ozzy Waldy in right now, right? I saw him earlier. He was here just a few minutes ago. My husband sat up in bed and looked at me and asked if I wanted to go to the courthouse to get married, and then we did on the following Thursday. He didn't even get you a cool bone or anything, not a cool animal skull, nothing. What? I think for people when they know they want to be married and they're like okay with it and they don't want big weddings and stuff, I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Like there are some no fuss kind of people who were just absolutely happy and fine with a courthouse wedding, and that's great for them. If I wasn't so spooky that I wanted a cool, pretty dress on Halloween, I actually would low-key be okay with like a courthouse wedding. The only reason I don't want a courthouse wedding is because like I want a spooky goth Halloween wedding. I want to wear a pretty dress, and I want to be a pretty princess and spooky. That's it. If there wasn't that factor, absolutely 100%, I'd be like, yeah, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'd like to introduce you to my characters. Yes, we got a marriage license and a judge to the ceremony, and we were done. Had our parents as witnesses. It's great. It's no fuss. It's great and wonderful. You go in with the love of your life, and then you go out, and that love of your life is your spouse. And it's great. It's wonderful. It's a lot less stress. It's a lot less anxiety. It's a lot less planning. It's a lot less fucking money. I think it's great. I think the people who like that stuff, it's absolutely perfect and right for them. And then there are other people who want the weddings, and there are people who want the big weddings. Which I don't really care if you have like a huge, big, extravagant wedding, as long as that's in your budget, your money, your whatever. Then like, hey, all good. It's whatever. Ace wasn't there. Wait, what? Nobody shouted objection out because Ace wasn't there. Hi, Callie. You were in such a hurry these last couple of hours, same. And I've been feeling sick too, so I haven't been able to be as productive as I wanted to be while I was running around get stuff done, which is like the I've been trying to get things done. Why does my body fail me? The flesh is weak. The flesh is useless. I need to be part of the machine. Cryptid, you have the pieces? What pieces? Let me pull up. This is story by. I gotta find the thing. I gotta get everything set up. There we go. Here's also money. Control C. There we go. And no, I don't want to highlight it. No, stop. Do what I want you to do, but not anything else. Hold on. Wait. There we go. Your name. That looks good. Okay. They're in your head. That sounds nice, I guess, Callie. Ever since I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. I crave the strength and certainty of steel. Ooh, okay. Let's see here. So let me read through your thingamajig here. It's a novel. It's a courtroom drama. You're looking specifically for cohesiveness, how enjoyable it is, and the desire for the ways of a good prose. Okay, so you want to see if the prose is good, if it's enjoyable, and if it's cohesive. Got it. So this summary is Brad Truth is falsely accused of murder and put on trial, but he is acquitted after using a receipt to discredit a lying witness who claimed he held the gun in the wrong hand. Oh, I think you've submitted a little bit of this before. Okay, so we're just continuing it. Abandoned by his family during his imprisonment, he chooses to leave America with a Russian lawyer to become an advocate, hoping his absence will force his status-obsessed family to change. Unbeknownst to Brad, the murder was actually a political assassination by foreign intelligence operatives who framed him to discredit a movement, a truth that remains buried in classified reports. Oh, thank you for the 3 Steam streak. Okay. Hold on, I had to cough real quick. I'm gonna mute real quick. Okay, I'm back. I don't think it's nice or enjoyable if like I like cough into the microphone. That's like, yeah, I wouldn't want to hear that audio. I would be like, ugh, cringe. So I try to mute when I can. Okay, so I remember, I think there was a little back and forth, because I think I was pointing out things before with the logic of the piece, but I think you were like, oh, don't worry about it or something too. Can you remind me? Wasn't there like something, a particular vibe or like something with the plot that you were like, no, it's fine, because I there was something about it. Like I'm even noticing stuff here, like, oh, like we're in Texas, and there's two men, there's two police officers, and you call one of them a Texan, but the other one's African American, and I was like, ooh. And all the men? Oh, there's something else with all of them? Oh, I think it was just a lot of the use of he's, right? Not necessarily diversity, but like spreading out, like clarifying which he are you talking about. Is it the judge? Is it the main character? Is it which police officer? If they're all using he, him pronouns, sometimes we get a little lost in which he is doing what. I do remember that. Okay. Okay. Where did we leave off? In the occasional death cafe, a gunshot ran out, leaving... There were so many eyewitnesses, I didn't know who to call, so I played a raffle in the hat. Oh yeah, there was like some things where I'm like, oh man, that would not happen in a courtroom. You fixed that if your memory doesn't fail you? Oh, I still see it here. Is there like a newer version of the document that has those fixes? Am I still reading like the old version? Oh, that's right, there's also the French dude. Oh, this is the newer document? Okay. Telling a beret is the French dude. Je m'appelle Constantine Liez, student of Future Generation University. Witness recall the events of the incident. The student bowed with pleasure. Ahem. It was a day like any other in that cafe until... Bang! He shot a finger gun. A gunshot. Fight or flight, it kicked in. Those with flight, they fled. Me, I chose fight. I tackled him because he had a gun in his hand. I held him down together with the others. We've got a level 20 paladin. 1v1ing a level 3 monk in Elizabeth. Yes, yes. Granted, he isn't using a weapon, so it's oh yeah, like baby. It was nice knowing your paladin. You're at the newer version, so everything's different with the addition. Okay. Did I read this part? I don't remember. Oh, I think we were here. We did read the actual accident. I remember reading this. Finding a sense of humor. Is there a right one? If you had... Wait, but you didn't read the news. The centered text. Oh? I thought I remembered reading this. I thought I remembered the "Cause the police now," the French student commanded. Wait, he struggled, it's not me. And he's in the courtroom, and he's realizing something with the hands. Didn't I read that last time? Did I not? No detail about concision, but instead of the blue-colored uniform, just say blue uniform. That's a nice little bit. That's a good detail. Thank you, be thou wrecked. Like I said, I'm not always the best line or copy editor, so stuff like that also gets past me. So having you guys be big brains in chat helps. Oh, the news is the addition. And many more in the beginning of that paragraph. Okay. So we will go back up to the news. He settled down, took out his laptop, and began working, drinking occasionally. In flow state, he overheard the news playing on the TV. So sorry everyone if we were jumping back and around a little bit more. I have read a little bit of this previously, so I was just hopping around trying to find a place that I had left off at. Breaking news! Another soul has been added to the newly coined epidemic. Engine explosion. A recap. It is the explosion of engines caused by the overheating from the Texan weather. We are at 26 deaths. Congress is using the epidemic to push for electric vehicles earlier than the perceived 2030. To the newly coined epidemic. Engine explosion. The phrasing of it here is just slightly off. Go further back until you reach the line break? Wait, what? What line break? With the bang, with the ding? It's the only little line break I see. All the way up here. Okay. So I will be rereading a lot of similar stuff. And that's what most of this critique will be on. We'll just be rereading some of the stuff that we've already read with you. Is that okay? I just want to make sure. Let me just see. So 1, 2... We were starting at the end of page 3. So we had been... This is now a flashback. So the ding, the doorbell chimed. He was instantly hit by a plethora of coffee smell. Latte, cappuccino, and more as the patrons, majority university students, and a handful of suited salarymen drank their coffee. I'm not quite sure if the plethora, sorry I said that weird, plethora of coffee smell is quite grammatically correct. He was instantly hit, maybe even just by the smell of coffee, and they explain it's latte, cappuccino, and more. But I think it would just be the smell of coffee, not a plethora of coffee smell. That sounds slightly off. Huh, the young man's gaze shifted from left to right. Packed today, in our small town? Probably here for the flower field. As he passed the extras, among acquaintances, he caught their glances, longer than the definition's intent. Oh, so the glances were longer than the glance. Got it. Smell should be plural? By the smell... So, and if the sentence was this way, hit by a plethora of coffee smells, latte, cappuccino, and more, it should then be plural instead of the singular. I think it would make more sense he was instantly hit by the smell of coffee, and then explain latte, cappuccino, and more. So in that case, I think it would be singular. If it's latte and cappuccino, so I think you were just saying he's hit by it. He was hit by the smell of coffee. Okay. Probably here for the flower field. I think before it was like a festival, was it? Wasn't it? The coffee smell was bold and musky. The particular is also in passive voice. He was hit. Yeah, that is passive. But why are they here for the flower? I thought it was like a festival. No such thing in the previous iteration? Okay, so they're just here for the field. Okay. As he passed the extras among acquaintances, he caught their glances longer than the definition's intent. I get what you're trying to say here, but it's a little bit wonky. I would go for clarity more than trying to be clever with saying the glances were longer than they're supposed to be. It's coming off just a little bit wonky. Before reaching the counter, from the corner of his eye, he spotted someone similar. He was wearing his polo short and his jorts. Oh god, the jorts. The same color, brand, and all. However, his narrow mind didn't catch the matching brown hair, hand-combed in the same way as him, and glassy eyes, one of them having a line-shaped scar. Did she fix her milk? Yeah. I think we talked enough about the plethora one. It's just slightly off. It needs to be. That one definitely needs to be touched up. But I'm moving on. The young man placed his hand on the counter, looking at another spectacled barista his age. The young man. Is that the someone similar to him, or have you switched tenses and now we're talking about our character again? His uniform was a black cap, shirt, and pants. His chest covered with a similarly black apron, a cartoonish Grim Reaper at the chest region. Chest and chest is repeated. Our character? Okay, well then in that case it's... Oh, it's a little confusing. Hey Dale, the young man greeted. The usual. Brad, the barista, pushed his glasses back, then tilted his head in disappointment. You want to try our other flavors? You mean the swiftness of espresso? Let me see. Like books as much as berry. Oh, nice. Not breast region. Let's not do that one. Let's not do that. That's worse. Wait. Wait, where was this? His chest covered with a simile. So you could just say like there's a cartoonish Grim Reaper on his black apron. Wait, stomach region is a different place entirely. Yeah, we were saying chest is just repeated. It's used twice in the same sentence. So that's why we were saying like, oh, don't use chest, and then he changed it to breast, and I'm like, no. Especially for a guy that has different connotations. Not that men cannot, but it's either saying sometimes people would think like, oh, are you saying like the guy's fat, and that's why he has boobs, or is it a trans person, and then you're pointing out a feature that they might not like attention to, and then also I think this is a side character, so I'm not... Either way, I think just rephrase the sentence. A cartoonish Grim Reaper was on his black apron. We already know it's probably not going to be anywhere wonky, like on his crotch or something. It's on his chest. That's where logos go on aprons. It's fine. Yeah. Is it still front-loaded anvils? I just walked in the door, no idea what we're actually discussing. Wait, what? Lotus? Like this? That's still a little clunky. It almost feels like I think you're getting caught up. I don't want to be stuck too long doing like line edits for you and like making each sentence come better. I'm better at like looking at stuff over as like a whole and giving ideas and feedback for the whole story. So I'm not sure I'm the #1 person to talk to for line edits. But is it? I'm just questioning. I think you've mentioned it before. I think there is a translation thing, right? Isn't it? No, you're good. I don't want you to feel bad about it. I'm just letting you know. I think English is a secondary language, right? Is that why there's some of the lines are just somewhat off? I think that's it. So I don't want to make you feel bad either. Let's see. But it would be something... His uniform was a black cap, shirt, and pants. period. He also had an apron with a cartoonish Grim Reaper, period. That would be how I kind of do it. Different folks, different strokes. He expressed for several different reasons outside of spies. Alright. Yeah, just here it sounded a little off if you use breast. There's like certain ways to do it. Let's see. You needed the swiftness of espresso. Oh yeah, Brad raised an eyebrow. The clock says, Mr. Brad Troop, if you don't finish the assignment today, no marks for you. Dale crossed his arms. And who told you to delay your work until today? Brad let out an exasperated sigh, head low, shoulders slumped. Just put the espresso in the bag, bro. I'm already suffering my forgetfulness from the out-of-town trip. From now on, a daily reminder saying, take your laptop, dumbass. An amused scoff escaped Dale. I do agree. Are you done? Dale looked behind at the ponytail girl who was pressing the lid on the cup. Is that for Mr. Lie? That's right. Our main character is Mr. Truth, and then we have a Mr. Lie. And yes, she replied, handing Dale the coffee. Here you are, he set the coffee before Brad. I hope you die enjoying this. Brad took his coffee, chuckling and shaking his head. Worst slogan ever. Oh wait, so then why... Is it just a joke? That they're calling it him Mr. Lie? Because he's Mr. Truth? I have that detail in my story Bible, but I'll never put that in prose or dialogue. I'm not that much of a degen. Okay. Worst slogan ever. He took it and the receipt, crumpling it and shoving it in his pocket, and walked to a free table. It was made of glass in the shape of a skull, and a seat akin to an evil villain's throne. He settled down, took out his laptop, and began working, drinking occasionally. And Flo said he heard this news. Again, I'd said it's like slightly worded one. I don't know why it's an epidemic for exploding engines. It would just be a series of catastrophes. It would be a series of fatalities. Something else. Like, epidemic is for, like, disease. Yeah, I get the joke. I'm not quite sure if the barista person should be doing the joke. Maybe that could be someone else who does the joke later. Epidemic is like disease. So I was like, why is engine explosion the name of a disease? That sounds weird. And then it really is engines exploding. So then I was like, oh, why is it called an epidemic then? I think we can use it for non-medical stuff. Is that a pandemic? No. No, epidemic is a sudden unexpected spike in disease. Yeah. Got it. But also, to your question, if this is in America, 26? Do we really, in America and the US, do we really pay attention if the numbers aren't really high yet? Do we really? Americans are weird now. Like, we've been so desensitized. Numbers have to be pretty big for us to, like, really notice them. Kittens, what? What are you guys meowing at? Be nice to each other. Do not anger your mother. She will kill you before I can come save you. Be nice to her. I feel bad for you. Yeah, I want to leave. One day I'll escape. You just make it so expensive to escape. Oh. So turning the news out and taking another sip of espresso, bang! A gunshot jolted him, the coffee cup almost freeing itself. It all happened so fast, screeching of chairs, panic screaming, thuds of those falling in their escape. Within all of that, thud, thud. A pistol landed on Brad's coffee table, specifically on his laptop's trackpad. Mesmerized and confused, he picked it up, gripping the gun's handle, finding his fingers stuck a bit longer before releasing. He brought the gun to his nose, smelling the sticky residue and charred, overcooked. Smells like syrup and... Whoa! Thud. He was thrown off his chair, suddenly feeling a weight on his back. Call the police, now! The French student commanded. Wait, he struggled. It's not me! Should we move that narrative there? Oh, like he's like smelling all the different stuff here. Does feel a little better, it isn't in dialogue. Got it. Let me see. U.S. News. Let's see. Like, I can genuinely not tell you, like, how many people died in, like, whatever recent storms that happened, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think people understand how, like, big the U.S. is. We are literally states. We are a nation. We are multiple nations stitched together poorly in a trench coat. Yeah, the smells. Okay. Hi, Suanova. From a Word document. All good. Like, in the early days of the coronavirus going around, right, when we were getting those initial reports when it first came over, like early days, and those first death toll numbers were coming in, back when we had all that wrong information, right, we still had like bad info about, like, oh, it would like only kill old people, it would only kill boomers, it hadn't killed any babies or like adults yet, or teenagers. It had only killed like old people, so no one was really like freaking out about it yet. Nothing had been shut down yet. It was like early days of it, and like we were hearing those death tolls and those death numbers, and like nobody freaked out. Nobody was really like that worried yet, because like depending on your region, you'll have natural like how often do we fucking have hurricane season down here in the southeast, and then you guys have the earthquakes in other areas, and then there's the freezes and people dying in the blizzards and stuff, in the snow, because they're out in the snow up in the northeast. Each area, each region just already has so many like natural disasters just as their version of normal. Poverty, you're dying from poverty, dying of diseases that you can't pay the hospital to treat you. Yeah, you have your opinions on that. Yeah, it's the U.S. handled it fucking horrifically. And Florida was so bad, they stopped airing what the death toll numbers were to Floridians, because we're a tourist state, and when all the other states were still like closed, when all the stores and stuff were closed, Ron DeSantis was over here, and they stopped giving us what the death tolls were. They would not report it. We physically could not look them up unless you were like looking in like other states and like and stuff as a comparison. They stopped saying how many of us were dying in the hospitals from the Rona, and told everyone to open up the stores again, because we're a tourist state. We need to keep the people coming in. So many people were in Florida, and even like the tourists who were visiting, they were like, oh, it's so great, the coronavirus isn't in Florida. It was everywhere, but it was so important to keep up the idea that Disneyland and Universal and all the other fucking useless ass shit was opened over here. So like, no, they stopped reporting it. And so many people were actively dying. But tourism, baby. We pushed through. Yeah. Lost so much faith. It was horrible. We lost Mom and Papa Cryptid lost so many friends in their group. It was just checking on Facebook every couple of days and seeing who had been gone. It was so harsh, but Ron DeSantis and everyone was asking like, no, like we want to know what the numbers are, because other states, they would report the news. You would get it from, is it the CDC? Is that it? They would report it. Florida, they stopped doing it for a lot of the news channels because they wanted to open up early. And everyone, all the states near us, Georgia and Tennessee and stuff, they were still closed. They still had everything shut down. They still had like curfews and stuff. Florida did not have curfews. Florida was crazy, and how many people we lost and how they refused to tell us how many people we were losing. It was scary. And then all the tourists were just down here, just going about, still going into our stores and stuff before they went to Disney, before they went to Universal, before whatever, before going to the beach, and being like, oh no, it's great here. You guys aren't freaking out about the pandemic like everyone else is. And we were like, no, we actively are. Please go away. In flu 1918, now called the Spanish flu. Spanish newspapers were the only country publishing daily counts. Yep. And yeah, it's hard. Florida was, I think a few more years from now, we're gonna look back and realize the full extent of how horrific it was in Florida and some other states, because they were doing those decisions, because they were hiding it, because they were refusing to report the stuff. It's bad. You had a boss actively looking for loopholes to get around their restrictions. Like if you are open carrying, you can't cover your face. The head chef walked out and my husband followed, so I left as well. Yeah, what a fucking asshat. Oh my god. Reed is just like that. It's insane. It really... Mama Cryptid, should give you guys... Again, I am super white, so they always said, like, I can pass. But remember, Mama Cryptid's, like, her family name was Fernandez. So it was a really, really horrifying, scary thing. Going out after like elections and stuff and looking around and realizing how many people, and you don't know which people, like hate us, like actually like hate us and want us gone and want us dead. Like that was scary. And then everything with the pandemic and everything, and everyone dying, and you have like these old little church ladies here in Florida. You had it, and they were all like, "Oh no, well I'm good. I'll go to church and stuff. I'll social distance. Church is fine. You won't get sick at church." And I was like, "What logic are you having? What alternate reality are you living in? Yes, you're still gonna get sick at church." And then they would get sick, and then they would blame it on like their colored yard worker who came by their house, someone of color, some Mexican who was like doing their yard or something. They'd be like, "Oh, that person brought the disease, that's why I'm sick. It's because they were nearby, they came onto my property, that's why I'm sick now." And it was like, what are you talking about? That's insane. That you're sick because you went and you sat next to a bunch of other people who don't believe in masks in your church every single Sunday for the past few months, and every one of your church buddies is sick. What are you talking about? Yeah, so there's, again, Florida people are very nice. That does not mean they're good. Just full out stating. Northerners, which is what I was a Massachusetts cryptid for, as a Florida cryptid. Northerners, we can be assholes, we can be rude as fuck, but we're not this very polite sense of humor that can happen down here in the South. It's healing to hear you talk about this. Yeah, I know it might be upsetting for some people, so I won't talk about it too long, but it's still a special, as America as a whole, it's a special type of weird trauma we all kind of went through. But it was, I think each state had their unique flavors of it. Florida has a really weird flavor of it that I don't think a lot of Floridians will fully comprehend until more years down the road. Oh, the straight cheer for everyone. Thank you for the 3 stream streak. But it is wild being a Floridian during that time, and even now it's weird. Brad blinked, returning to the courtroom. Yeah, everyone, oof, shake it off. We had a little serious yap right there. Now shake it off. Now we're continuing. But yeah, death toll numbers for Americans, especially Texans, it's got to be pretty high to really be like a big thing. 26 is like getting there, but in all of Texas, it's a little low. That's what started this. I was like, oh, 26? Why is that an epidemic? Brad blinked, returning to the courtroom. The prosecutor scoffed. Welcome back, accused. Anything useful in that memory of yours? I don't think they'd really be calling them accused. That seems a little off. Brad's deadpan gaze met the prosecutor's. No. Why not? Don't chicken out. I like to earn my salary through something interesting. I have nothing. It is what you have said. He turned to the smirky witness. And what he told. Look, them interrogation boys gotta be rough. They can't extract info on a cup of joe now, can they? Brad averted his gaze. I prefer they did. An amused breath left the prosecutor. So the zombie got a sense of humor. Anyways, my point was, you got a voice in this here courtroom. Might be useful. We may disregard it, but I want to satiate my curiosity. So... That's not helpful at all, prosecutor. He gestured at Brad. What do you say? After a pause, he sighed, head lowering. Fine. He inhaled through his nose. I ordered coffee, then I sat on my table, worked on my assignment, drank occasionally. Many sips later, I hear a gunshot. Then this lands on my table. I pick it up, and I get tackled and arrested. Hal, the prosecutor, squeezed his eyes shut, sucking a breath through his teeth. Unhelpful. Like I said, anyways, before I get put behind bars for eternity, my life wasted when returning back to society as an adult, a permanent stain in my record, halting the plan I really wanted to move forward. That's a weird sentence. Okay. He turned to Constantine. You said I shot the victim. I mean, averting his gaze, murmuring. He had a gun in his hand, but... Voice returned to normal. Same thing. Which hand was I holding the gun? He had a gun in his... What's with this little bit here? I'm not quite sure this part of the sentence makes sense. You said I shot the victim. Which hand was I holding the gun with? I think it's complete. I'm not quite sure what the side tangent is here about. It kind of confuses it. That should be a question mark. He's quoting. Oh, like with the accent? Oh, same thing. He's saying, like, you said I shot the victim. Which hand was I holding the gun with? The right one. Huh, Brad's gaze lowered, nodding. Right. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow, and hey, I hope you like hanging out with the Cryptid cult. Finally caught one of your streams after Hart invited me to your Discord a while back. Oh, wait, I don't know if I'm living up to the hype, but welcome on in. Any friend, especially of Hyde and Hearts, is welcome around here. They're actually one of our Coyote guards. They're one of our mods, so it's so nice if you know them. Remember the echoes? What echoes? Right, one last kumbaya before my life is derailed. He looked down at the evidence before him, an autopsy report. Medical jargon he can't read. I think that should be he couldn't read. The syrup-gripped pistol and the tablet. Was it a syrup-gripped pistol? I don't think it's a syrup-gripped pistol. I think it's a pistol that smells like syrup. You guys are both streaming right now? Wait, what? Oh my goodness. Maybe after all this we get to go hang out with one of these cool streamers. That will be neat. Ironheart has a lot of heart. I think that spelling of heart means is it deer? Is it a stag? I can't type. It's like stag, right? Adult male deer, yeah. I'm so smart. That's an actual character in Ace Attorney is Hart. Nice. Earlier the character said it smells like syrup, so I think there's just syrup on the pistol that makes it smell like syrup. So I don't think it's a syrup gripped pistol. I think it's just a pistol covered in syrup, or a pistol that smells like syrup. But the syrup gripped pistol sounds a little funny. You like deer? I have, when I eventually I'm gonna get those deer antlers on my model so I match my logo better. And then you'll love me even more. The phrasing on that is fine. I'm not saying it's like technically right or wrong. It's it sounds just a little off, especially in this longer sentence. He looked down at the evidence before him. An autopsy report. Medical jargon, he can't read. We change tenses here. We go from looked past tense to can't, which is cannot, which is present tense. Then there's a little line here. I mean, I think it should be a comma. The medical jargon he couldn't read. The syrup-gripped pistol and the tablet. For clarity, for just easy clarity, because that's not really a way that this character has been speaking, so I wouldn't say it's for voice. I would just say the pistol that smelled like syrup, and the tablet, right? He's just listing the things. Who's gun smart among the readers, right? It's 5:23 a.m. Oh man, it's only like about to be 11:30 p.m. here for us. So it's almost midnight local cryptid time. Let's see. He turned on the tablet to a wallpaper. OZOS, open computing near you. And then he played the footage. It was a normal day in the cafe. Brad sat before the counter drinking his coffee and ate a pastry with his hand. After finishing his dessert and sipping the cup, he stood up from his table, took out the gun, hidden under his shirt, held it with his left hand, and shot across. The bullet hit the victim between the eyes. Brad stood with his mouth agape, thinking profusely. The mirror acting on a passing thought. I'm not quite sure about this sentence. The mere acting on a passing thought. Held it in his took out a gun hidden under his shirt. Held it in his left hand and shot across. It could be in. I think that's fine. My brain wants to say with, but I think it could be into. I think either of those work. I think someone who's a better copy editor would have a stronger opinion on it. Mere acting on a passing thought. I'm not quite sure about this sentence. Trivial. Like guessing someone's underwear color or lack thereof. It proved him fruitful? I think it's maybe just a lot of the translation still. This whole bit doesn't quite seem to have worked out in the translation. Wait, Brad raised a hand on anything but straight. I got something. Unless this is like a gay joke, I'm not quite sure why that description's here. The prosecutor scoffed, smirking. I like the new you. Won't have guilt on my conscience. And I'm guessing, he pointed at Constantine, he is lying. Yeah, the guy's holding it in his left. Constantine's eyes widened. What? The courtroom erupted as a blur of conversation formed a chorus. A crap by him? But he was depressed moments ago. No translation, ma'am. Straight English. Okay, in that case, a lot of these sentences here do not make sense. It proved him fruitful, like I could try to say like, oh, he got information that was fruitful to him. But again, there's the slight grammar, the slight wording of some things. I'm like, ooh, this part is off. Like even the mere acting on a passing thought, I don't know what's going by in a passing thought. So that part. Order, order in the court. Witness, a simple mistake can lead to an innocent's imprisonment. It is serious, the judge frowned. How do you respond? Constantine pulled out his collar, letting air in. Pulled on his collar. Hold. Maybe it should be tugged on his collar, letting air in. Désolé, sir. I will change. But it changes nothing, because he is the killer. Brad wiped his eyes and looked at him, frowning. The hell's that supposed to mean? Yeah, but it's also not out. I think it's tugged on his collar. Constantine caressed the knot of his écharpe neck scarf, smirking. Patience, killer. The great Lizzie will be the one. He raised an index finger. We will put you behind bars. No? Constantine? Great Lizzie? What? What did I ever do to this guy? We never talked. Tap. The judge tapped gavel, moving the scene forward. Maybe tapped his gavel, moving the scene forward? Let us hear this. Constantine bowed theatrically. With pleasure. Ahem. I was scrolling on the phone. Yeah, the gavel. Since you're spelling out his accent, his stereotypical French accent, I think it should be the Z-E. I think you replaced a lot of the thes with the Z. I was scrolling on the phone. I hear ding. It made me look up. I find him very curious, this guy. There's a storm. Oh, we're wishing you all luck. You hang out with your puppers and your kitties and stuff. He pointed up Brad. I see him order a dessert and coffee. He sit down. Then the footage happened. The judge mused. The footage? Are they talking about the footage that he just looked at on the tablet? How did they see what footage was happening? It's just Brad looking at a tablet. I don't think anyone else could see it, could they? No, I think everyone else could read the accent. It's just a stereotypical French accent. It wasn't too crazy. It's just being consistent with it. Let's see. Then the footage happened. Then the footage happened. The judge mused. So you have seen him order the aforementioned, and thus the sulliness of the pistol's grip. What? Wait. You have seen him... You saw him order the aforementioned, I'm guessing the dessert and coffee, and thus the sulliness of the pistol's grip, and thus the dirty pistol. Okay. Yep, looks like it, the prosecutor added. Tap. Defense, your cross-examination, please. Cross-examination? What is there to cross-examine? Brad's finger jabbed toward Constantine. He is lying. Frenchman's eyes widened. What? He was cut off by the prosecutor. The court speaks the language of evidence. What do you have that says the contrary? Lord, please tell me I didn't throw it away. Brad began patting himself down until he felt it in the back pocket, producing it. Yes, he raised the receipt high. I got it, the receipt. Really now? The prosecutor beckoned. Hand it over. Brad did, and his eyes scanned over the receipt. Hi, what's up? You're just a kitten. You looking at something? Are you playing with a toy? You are the storm. Should be solidness. So you saw him order the aforementioned, and thus the sulliness of the pistol's grip. Yeah, but you know, there's a smoother, more natural way for this judge to speak. Because even you could say like, oh, this could be the judge's voice, but the judge didn't have this voice previously. He's saying things like, how do you respond? Order in the court. Witness, a simple mistake can lead to an innocence imprisonment. It is serious. He has like a more normal, serious, kind of angry judge voice. This doesn't sound like the judge. It almost sounds like the prosecutor guy. Is that the right one? Yeah, the prosecutor. Almost sounds like the prosecutor. So anyway, so we had the receipt. Got it. In the middle of nowhere, I'll be terrified if you were outside my window. Oh my god. If anyone was ever outside my window, I would just be on the news later. I would just be on the news. Just in, local Florida cryptid now has an increased death count. Oh no. Get the shotgun ready, auntie. There'd be more dead than scavenger. 100% though. I ain't fucking around with the safety of my cats in this household, are you kidding me? Occasional Death Cafe. June 8th, 2020. Time, 8:32 a.m. Receipt number 42. First Death Express is $4.50. Subtotal $4.50. Tax is 8.5% at 38 cents. Total is $4.88. You even did the tax! Oh! Was the timeline same day? It's like pretty close. It's based in Texas, so there's already like it's trying to apply sometimes the Japanese lawyer games to America, which some of it's not quite translating over very well because it's not how it's done over here. But I don't think it's the same day. I think it's pretty close though. Payment quick extract dollars. Enjoy your finite moments. We are all waiting for you. If you look at that, the prosecutor pointed at the receipt. An espresso. The hubbub erupted. The French witness has been lying all along. Order! You will be kicked out if you don't keep order. Thud. Brad glared down the Frenchman, teeth gritting, fists clenched. The American liked the tax. I didn't like the tax. I don't like sales tax. But yes, you did put in a tax, and it is a believable tax. Yeah, that's... A lot of people, especially overseas, they forget Americans. We do not have, like, the normal price, and then you pay that price. We have sales tax, and it changes in your state, and also what county you're in the state. Different counties, I don't know if it's in other states, different counties throughout Florida all have different added-on tax rates. So if you're in one county in Florida, it's a different sales tax than another county in Florida. Some states might be all the same state sales tax. I'm not quite sure. But it's like a big thing. I remember working retail was one of the things you had to be careful of, and you sometimes had to like double check because somebody may buy, if you were like at JCPenney, somebody might buy a dress at this JCPenney over in this town. It's still in Florida. It's just like the next little shopping district over. They try it on, it doesn't work. They were visiting down here, they tried to return it at the other JCPenney, which they can do, especially since it was just like a few days later, they're just returning it at the other one. But the sales tax is different. So you had to watch out, because sometimes you had to pay them back for the exact sales tax they paid. If you just try and do it without the receipt, if you're not looking, the registers, the machines will try to pay them the sales tax from your store, not the store they bought it from, and it will be different. Must mean no tax here. Oh my god. Just don't tell anyone. Oh no. Last in Montana, no sales tax. Yeah, we are since we're a tourist area, a lot of tourist states, high tourist traffic areas, have sales tax because a lot of the traffic, a lot of the people in it are not residents, so they don't pay necessarily resident tax or land tax or anything like that. So the way that those tourist areas get most of the tax is the sales tax. So that way, even if you're a tourist just stopping in for a few days to go to Disney World, you're still buying things. You're buying food. You're buying Mickey Mouse t-shirts. You're buying whatever. And you spending money in Florida because you're paying the sales tax helps pay the taxes here. Time to leave the Eagle Land and head to Venice. Tax, but at least the water is nice. Oh dear God, yeah. Hi, Mash. We're complaining about tax systems in Florida. This is the riveting stuff. This is why everyone comes to my streams to talk about taxes. Some states won't charge me sales tax over a certain amount if I flash my ID. Really? Oh. Ohio gozaimasu. Gozaimasu? Is that how you say it? Daily promise is fulfilled again. 197 days of you keeping up your word count writing? That's amazing, Zatara. Are you looking forward to, like, maybe doing the whole year? Yeah, taxes. Yeah. But look, this thing has the taxes in it. Good job. Sometimes a lot of writers, when they're writing about Americans, they forget to include the sales tax. And like, nope, this one did. 38 cents. I don't know, that sounds right. That's math. I don't know. Glared down the Frenchman, that's past tense. Teeth gritting is present tense. Fists clenched is past tense. So we're switching up the tenses again between past tense and present tense. So double check that. Why are doing this? What did I ever to you? So why are you doing this? What did I ever do to you? Hold it. The prosecutor thrust his finger toward Brad. Is this dialogue then? Should it have quotation marks? The whole damn year. English post was aiming for. That's gonna be exciting. You're gonna be like one of the coolest people when you get to the end of the end. You're like, hair flip, hair toss. Yeah, I kept up a writing streak for an entire year. You peasants. The prosecutor thrust his finger toward Brad. We'll get there, defendant. He turned to the witness. I'll find that out myself. For now, any final words? Who is this? Who is this prosecutor for? I'm so confused. Constantine's head lowered, gaze shifty, fist clenched. This is not supposed to happen. It was not part of the plan. Oh. The prosecutor blinked. Really? He tilted his head. I thought there'd be more, but... He shrugged. Bailiff, arrest the witness. Thud. Can they say that? Can a lawyer decide who gets arrested? Do it, do it. And keep going until your books are done. Ooh, it's gonna be so exciting. We're rooting for you, Zatara. The courtroom door opened and two bailiffs, the ones who had dragged the young man here, apprehended the student. So dragged the young man. I think you're just talking about Brad. So you can just say the ones who had dragged Brad here apprehended the students. Apprehended the French student? No, wait. I didn't do it. It's that killer. The foreigner. He ran away. Medium in legal knowledge. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm wondering, you know, if to tackle this type of project, one, if you want this format, I think it would be better if it was based in Japan, because then the Ace Attorney format can at least be passable. Because it's already kind of that format. It was poking fun. It's satire off of the Japanese legal system. So you can absolutely have a game or story that is poking fun at the American legal system, but it has to be satire that's like about something that's happening in the American system, which there's a lot to make fun of. It's not very good. But some of this stuff is, meaning I Judge Judy in Better Call Saul. Okay. But so I think for this format of what's happening and these crazy personalities and and you had to prove you're innocent rather than innocent until proven guilty, I think it's working more towards what you're basing it off of, which is Ace Attorney, which is based in Japan. I'm not quite sure why you wanted to have it be in Texas with I think Russian or sorry, yes, this whole novel is drama with a coat of courtroom drama paint. Okay. But I also, if the big inspo is Ace Attorney, if that's what you're really passionate about and you want that format, I think it's really important to analyze what was Ace Attorney doing. It was gamifying and poking fun at flaws and gamifying and satirizing? It was satire of the Japanese court system. It was pointing out a lot of flaws. It was pointing out the craziness of it. I believe it was Japan. I don't think it's not a South Korean game, is it? I think it's Japan. And Death Note, a lot of people missed out on it because we were all shipping, too busy when we were kids shipping like L and the other character. Fuck. It's been too long, I forget their fucking names. L was Kira. There we go, that's the fucking spoiler. And we all forgot about Misa, except we all wanted to dress like Misa, but alas, we all didn't look as cute as Misa. Misa. A lot of people missed out, though, that there is a lot of political commentary in Death Note about the police system and how that was working. Meaning video game, while mine is a novel, is different, so I can't capture the Ace Attorney principles of writing cases. I can, but I'm right. I know you're not writing a game, but one, you're definitely... This is very clearly based off Ace Attorney. The pacing, the way the characters are acting, the sticking the finger and like, yes, I got evidence now. The prosecutor being this very strong personality that's playing both sides for some reason. This is very clearly based off Ace Attorney, just again, it's a novel. Just changing the medium doesn't get rid of that very clear inspiration here. You're still following a lot of that. Player actions are super lame. Boring as fuck. We have several... We have more than several. We have... I wouldn't even be surprised if it's in the low hundreds TV shows based on courtroom drama stuff in the US. There's so many. So many. Because crazy shit happens. There are crazy cases. Does it have to be sped up? Because it can't, like, be the super slow pacing? Because otherwise it would take months and months and months to finish one case? Yeah. That's normally what they do for the TV shows. But it's... There are ways to do it. That's why I'm like, you're very clearly going for Ace Attorney. But for some reason it's here in Texas with a French person and what was the prosecutor? Was he Saudi Arabian? But then they're gonna go to Russia? There's this huge multicultural element to it. I think I even remembered saying it last time, like, oh, why aren't they in the French student says it. He's part of this global academy in Japan. Why couldn't they be there in Japan? That's my setting. I chose the location and the character. I'm not saying you didn't choose them. You did choose them. This didn't just randomly happen on the page. This was a choice. I'm questioning that choice. Why not change it so it makes more sense, so it flows better? Why are you sticking with this? Because I make choices all the time in my writing, and then I go back and edit, and I gotta fix some of those choices because they weren't the right choice. They weren't the strongest choice. There was a better option. The why shall be answered in subsequent cases. I think readers will be questioning the why here. I'm not sure that they'll get to the later cases because they're gonna be confused. So I'm asking you, and also like I mean, there's not a spoiler. You're not spoiling it for me. I'm just outright asking why the plot relevance of it has to be in Texas. Why the interest in Texas law? The foreigner, he ran away. The courtroom fell silent, processing the outburst as he left. Tap. The judge tapped the gravel, then sighed with his head lowered. One unfortunate ordeal without justice, Mr. Brad Truth. You don't know? Am I being joked on right now? Is this a bit? Brad turned to the judge, wiping his eyes and nose. We apologize for our conduct. You see one criminal, you assume all. But the way I see it, you do a better job as a lawyer? The prosecutor laughed. Yeah, he's got it in him, let me tell you. What? Kind of understand Texas in itself is like its own country. Just shot a dart at the map, and Texas came up. Okay. So then I'm kind of back into so why not do the same scenario, do everything here, but Brad Truth could be a Texan at this global academy in Japan. And then there could be a French student there could be all these different people. They're at this great world-class institute in Japan, and therefore when he gets arrested, when this assassination thing happens and he gets drawn into it, then this legal proceeding that's based off Ace Attorney, which is in Japan, plays out, and it would make a bit more sense. Research in real life courts. Because I chose a systematic issue related to America. Okay, what issue? What one are we looking at? We're told in the following scene. Okay, what is it? Brad turned to the judge, wiping his eyes and nose. So he's got in, let me tell you. Wait a minute. Brad's head swiveled between the two. What about the real killer? The guy who looked like me? Again, I am just a critique partner. I'm not an editor. There are no spoilers. You can just tell me. Is it gun violence? Is it, that the courtroom is a super research-heavy subject setting that you can't half-ass and have it feel coherent. Yeah. The prosecutor pinched his chin. A stroke of luck got you out of the shackles. Your way out of expertise to pursue such truths. But, he smiled, gesturing at him, I like that mentality of yours. Hold on to it if you want to cross paths. What mentality? Status-based hierarchy. I'm just making sure. You think that's not a thing in Japan? You're good. I don't want you to regret it. I just want you to maybe realize, like, oh wait, like this was an earlier draft, and that there might have to be some edits and some revisions to make it be the product that because I know you wanted to share this with other people and have other people read it, and it would possibly be a series. So I think it just needs to have some revisions done to it to maybe make it in a better format, maybe a better setting. But that's not out of bound. Lots of people do heavy edits like that, where you have to change the main character, or you change the setting, or you change what time period it's in. You hate America, so I choose you. We all hate America. That's the bit. Yep, inspired by Ace Attorney. Damn, I know Dale saw my clone. I know he did. He ordered dessert and coffee, but out of my expertise. The judge chuckled. Indeed. Ahem, Mr. Bradtruth, I hereby declare you not guilty. Oh, that's also not how this goes. I think it's a group of your peers, right? And they all have to go into the room. This would be such a great critique of America, because actually there's a lot. It's a group of your peers. They go into a separate room and they decide if you're guilty or not. And it's a huge problem, because sometimes it can be very clearly that the person is innocent, and they have all the evidence that they are innocent, and then they go into the back room and they are, because of racism, because of sexism, because of xenophobia, because of whatever, because they're tired, because they haven't had lunch, because they're grumpy, because they're missing work, because of whatever, they'll go into the back room. They weren't paying attention, and they'll declare that person guilty, and that person's then marked guilty when all the evidence clearly proves that they're not guilty. And even people, again, who are just like, fuck the system, and they'll mark someone as not guilty when they were very clearly guilty, and then that person will go out and, like, keep murdering and shit. Uh, let's see. Just killing Arabian steal whatever Bonjour was stealing to maybe reuse later. How accessible is to people who haven't played that game. Discretion of realism is advised. It's supposed to be surreal. Just read it like it's a drama with a coat of legal drama paint with a bit of kangaroo-ness. Okay, but when we watch court dramas, when we watch crime shows, when we watch these shows, and there's a lot of them, and they're very popular. Have near millions of episodes. There's an endless thing of legal show and legal drama shows. We are already suspending our disbelief for those. Those are already drama with a coat of legal flavor, of court flavor. This is even further. This almost reads like someone who's never like an elementary level of court stuff, of understanding of how courts work out. So that's what I'm saying. Like, ooh, like it's not quite hitting it at all. Yeah, anyone's just watched American TV of court dramas will already be able to tell you, like, this is like nowhere near accurate or close to it, even in a suspending a disbelief. So that's why I'm like, oh, like, because you're comparing it so much to Ace Attorney, it's very clearly Ace Attorney inspired. If you slap it on in Japan and you follow the format of Ace Attorney with how the lawyer stuff works, with how the crime stuff works, it will at least be passable, or at least, like, pass. Reason this novel stemmed was, I enjoy Ace Attorney. I can write it. Yeah, that's great. Point out flaws in court scene. It's a fun watch. Yeah. I'll make it clear my ignorance in the field. But also, like I'm saying, like, it literally could be fixed more, because again, your main reference is Ace Attorney. Ace Attorney has a lot of critiques and points about Japan. It follows a lot of the formats in Japan. If you make this set in Japan, people will see what you're going for and they'll follow along with it. It won't be so out of place. It won't be a fish out of water. And you can still keep all your characters. You can have a Frenchman, you can have a Texan, you can have Saudi Arabian who got his law degree from Russia. You could have all that because it could all just be set in Japan. And it fixes your problem. That's why I was like, oh, what was the point of having it in Texas? And then you're saying, oh, it's for a flaw in America, and then the flaw is social status and social hierarchy, and I'm like, that's very much an issue in Japan too. So I feel like you're trying to make all these really, really strong political opinions and critiques, but you haven't researched enough about anything to actually give that critique. That's why the critiques aren't landing. That's why it's kind of falling flat. If you were very knowledgeable about the stuff, then the critiques would hit home really strong because it would be an accurate critique. That's why I'm like, oh wait, it's still over here and it's not quite understanding what it's doing. Defendant lobby, municipal court. Brad sat hunched over on the lobby's sofa, looking at his feet. He is free now. He was only abandoned by his family because he was branded as a criminal, right? Now he can go home and return. All be fine and dandy, right? No! He squeezed plastic cup with water in it, some spilling out. Why do you not want the novel to take place in Texas? Because it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It's lost the plot already because nothing makes sense. And my writing process does not flow. There's not much time that gets eaten up. There's so much time that gets eaten up by research. We're only in Texas for a single chapter. We have an entire courtroom scene in Texas, and it doesn't make any sense. That's why, like, people would be lost already. They wouldn't be going on to your later chapters to see how this payoff is. They would already have stopped all this time ago, because it, not even with suspension of disbelief, that it does not make sense in Texas. No, I don't. I think this would be a great American critique one. But then it does have to have the knowledge to critique the American court system. You have to understand what something is before you can critique it, for that critique to really solidly land. So there are a lot of things to point out with the American law system, the court system, how long it is, how corrupt it can be, how insane some of the stuff is. Some people, when they know they don't even want to lose a case, they'll set bond to an insane high degree. They'll make someone wait for months in prison, and they'll lose their job, they'll lose their family connections, they'll lose their house, they'll lose whatever, they'll lose their apartment, because they're waiting in jail for a trial. They haven't even been sentenced yet. And that's how they get a lot of people, until the court system forgets about them, and then they are stuck in jail, and they never get a way out until months and months later, when their life is already destroyed. There are so many things to critique knowledgeably, especially with things here in the US, especially in Texas, especially in other states. They have their own unique things, but it's a US-wide thing. There are so many things, but it's not hitting, because it's not how it works here. Ace Attorney worked because it's set in Japan, and it's critiquing Japanese flaws in their court system. And we all laughed, and we pointed at it, and it joked, but it was doing a real solid critique in that game. This is a story, and it's set in Texas, and it's going through this entire court scene in Texas, and you're saying it's to critique these big high societal standard things in the US, but it makes no sense. There's no actual critique here. It's just leftover stuff from Ace Attorney. That's what I'm saying. Either, if the Ace Attorney reference is strong, base it in Japan. If the fact this is in Texas is strong, which I'm not getting the fact, because you said you just threw a dart and you didn't care and it happened to land on Texas. But if the reference to have it in Texas is so strong, then you have to research more about Texas court systems to make it pay off. I don't want you to say you're a dumbass, because you're not a dumbass. I don't know why you're making me trying to say I said that. I'm not. I'm saying there has to just be more research, or there has to be a pivot. Let's see. Very uniquely Japanese story. Yeah. I think we're gonna stop here, because I don't like the way you're talking about yourself, or that you're talking about me in chat. So I'm gonna stop here for now, because I don't want you to feel upset by this. I'm just explaining the critique that you were fighting on me with. I was explaining it, why I said the setting has to change, or you have to do more research. And if you disagree with it, then that's fine. But at the end of the day, that's still my critique. I'm gonna stand by what I'm saying, because I see it pretty consistently. This is an error, and I think with some points, then that's where we're gonna leave it on. But either way, I'm going to stop here. So thanks so much for submitting, and that is where we're going to end it for now. So we'll go back to my weave screen, and let's see. Left, please read. No, I said I was stopping there. I'm stopping there. Court scenes, right? Were they? I think there were some jokes, but I don't know if it was supposed to be entirely humorous. Especially, I think there were some funnies in there, or some attempts at funnies in there, but I'm not sure if the entire thing was supposed to be like funny, haha. Maybe in the surreal sense, like maybe like surreal humor. I could see a case for that. For that, we're just a little bit past midnight here. Surrealistic? Yes. Surreal is correct. Yes. Okay. I don't know if Honeyboy Zatara is still here. Let me see, because they're my backup for today. And I kind of want to go ahead and keep reading something else. Present. Hi, Zatara! Are you okay? I don't think I can do like a long critique today. But I'd like to read like a little something else, like maybe like a page or two. Does that sound good for you? Or would you want to wait and have like a longer critique another day? How does that sound? Then let me know what the vibe is. In the meantime, I'll like get it ready. Let's see here. What like doing, blue lady? You got it. Okay, so I'll do a page or two. Let me see. Let me find where your submission is. Honey Boy Zatara. This is more of the pirates. Let me pull up the link here. There we go. And then I gotta get your username so we can see who the lovely, amazing writer is. Trust. Let me redo my lo-fi beats. Oh yeah, just ended, so I just reset them just in time. Let's see. It's let's pause the Americans who pay attention to their fucked up justice system are the wrong audience for this kind of story. I didn't know about that.
Auntie Cryptid. Auntie Cryptid. I have a critique on this curse book. It told me if I stab a doll with a needle, my enemies will suffer. Why did a bunch of pineapple pizza balls fall into my lap?
That is the ultimate suffering curse, that's why. But also stop playing with voodoo dolls, baby raccoon, you're too young. It doesn't matter what I want, you do whatever you want. Okay, by the way, the next story I have for Raccoon 6 News is like the first real important one in the season. So I'm gonna wait until you're gonna read it before I put it in. So I don't want anyone else reading it before you. Okay. Maybe when I come back from Woe will be a good time to have that one. Does that sound good? Because I don't think even the next stream is until after Woe. I think, let me look at the calendar. It's now the 17th. So we're leaving in the AM. And then Woe is 18th and 19th. And we're coming back home on the 19th after Woe is over. 20th, I'll probably be recovering. So it's probably like the 21st. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, it's probably gonna be the 21st. If I can feel good enough, I'll try to stream maybe on the 20th, but I'm gonna probably guess the 21st. Just because of Woe being such a big event. Let's see. Ooh, what page were we on, Zatara? No, it was past this. But before this? Wait, right, Garrison? Okay, here's Bruxo. Story I mentioned earlier, after all, I want to rewrite it to fix some pacing and add some details I need. Nice. Here are the two things Bruxo was talking about. Maybe here, I think maybe around here is where we stopped. I hope this looks right, Satara. So we had been talking with Bruxo. Oh hey, thanks for the follow, and hey, I hope you like hanging out with the Cryptid Cult. Middle of page 8. Really? Oh, that's true. I do remember this bit. Just because our guns were visible doesn't mean we drew first. Eventually just know when you're being watched down someone's iron sights. Yeah, I do remember doing the critique of like, oh yeah, this should be like his thoughts. And then this is the dialogue. Oh, you implemented that. That's nice. Hi, Archer. Welcome on in. I almost had a hiccup right there. That's why I said your username funny. Alistair's thoughts raced through his head. He wanted to review his notes, but his jaw clenched at the thought that Bruxo would have some cut purse waiting for him to bring it into open air before swiping it from him. That one's a little bit long. This whole story is literally, how was Barry born? So yeah, I'm including Tessina Ryan and having a newborn Barry later on in the book too. Oh neat. The location of myself from the seat to my bed. Good night, everyone. Good night, Ozzy Waldy. And again, if I missed it, you don't have to apply it. It's not do or die. It's whatever you want to do. If I miss the mark, I miss the mark. But yeah. Oh, Luna, your babies are allowed to exist. No, it's not against the law for them to be alive. Hold on 1 second. Ghost, you can't play with your mother. Your mother hates you. You know you can't do that. You know if you bat her tail, she's gonna try and remove your face. You know this. It's just your relationship with your mother. I know you wish it was different. A lot of people wish their relationship with their mothers was different, but that's the facts. The rules are the rules, and the facts are the facts, and you don't get a cheese tax. I'm sorry. Even seeing young Matthew at this hour would fill the captain with dread. It would be better to review his stockpiled charts, perhaps pin them all along the wall of his cabin to see if the differences offered clues. Fight her, I command you! Wait, what's up? What's up? Different clues. Oh no, Captain? Garrison's voice faded in from behind him. Oh, sorry, Garrison, didn't hear all that. I asked, what do we do now? Do we head back to the ship and pursue those leads? No, I'm off. Okay. I like the revised one. Let's take a look. He wanted to review his notes, his jaw clenching at the thought it gets stolen as soon as it met open air. Oh. Oh, wait, hold on. Alistair's thoughts raced through his head. He wanted to review his notes, his jaw clenching at the thought it gets stolen as soon as it met open air. His notes is plural. It is singular. Is that technically right? Is that just me being said? I wish I was a better copy editor. Notes is plural, but it is singular. His notes put his jaw clenching and thought, it gets stolen as soon as it met open air. It would get stolen. Jaw clenching and thought they would get stolen as soon as it met open air. They would get stolen as soon as they met open air. Maybe. I think that's right. That sounds right to me. I wish I was a better copy editor for Zatara. It seemed like something he might expect from Bruxo. Maybe it seemed like something to expect from Bruxo. That Bruxo would do. Something like that. Even seeing young Matthew at this hour would fill the captain with dread. It would be better to review his stockpiled charts, perhaps pin them all along the wall of his cabin to see if the differences offered clues. Yeah, I think overall that's better. Yeah, I think it's just now it seemed like something to expect from Bruxo. And yeah, otherwise I really like that. They is right there. His jaw would be stolen. Which they? They will get stolen as soon as they met open air. Yeah, so now it is they. Well, was there a different they you were looking at, Kozetsu? Oh, now, Captain? Garrison's voice faded in from behind him. Oh, sorry, Garrison, I didn't hear all of that. So we know from earlier, the captain puts on... No, that's it. Okay, yeah, they changed it to they. Before it was it, and then I pointed it out, and now it's they. They changed it to they right in front of us. So that's why it's they now. So is the captain, because we know from previous, in the more opening scenes, that he does act a bit more brutal. He puts on that act of, like, more severe brutality. Who says it won't be stolen? Yeah, listen, when you live in the pirate life, anything can be stolen. I steal. I'm not even a pirate, and I steal your guys' kneecaps if you guys are too tall. You guys get too uppity with your height. That's true. I'm not even a pirate. Ghost is a pirate. But I'm not. I'm just a cryptid. Hiding out here snatching jaws. I'll trade patches for jawbones, Hayden. I'll send you more patches if you give me bones. Your kneecaps, I just got them. They're mine now. What would you guys do if you guys like ever had to like go to the doctors and like have like an x-ray or something done of your kneecaps? Just like there's like a thing if you had like health insurance or whatever, and that's something you could do. And then like the doctor and the nurses are looking at your x-ray and they're like, did you like get a scar or like a tattoo or something on your kneecaps? What is this? And you're like, wait, why are the nurses and the doctors asking me about that? What? And then they like show you your x-rays because they got questions, and right there on the x-rays, right across your kneecaps, it says property of cryptid on each kneecap. You guys would be fucking shook. You'd be shooketh. You'd be like, how did cryptid do that? And I'd be like, because they're mine. They're my kneecaps. I can do whatever I want with them. Even known to make them drop. But I would ask for extra copies of the x-ray and hand them to people and be like, there you go, you have your first kneecaps. Oh my god, low-key, I wanted it so bad. I saw it a few times on Pinterest, because I'm on like, you know, the goth side of Pinterest. But I also saw it at like a previous wool market. I'm hoping they'll be there in the future when I have more money for it. There was someone who did a lampshade, but it had like x-ray images on it, not like a little printout, like someone like drawing x-rays on it, like actual x-ray images, like from the x-ray things that they have in the doctor stuff, and they put that as the lampshade for this lamp, and I'm like, it looks so good. I want to see Cryptid's kneecap cabinet, if you will. So I'll be honest, you guys, we listen and we don't judge, unless you're me, in which case then I judge you a little bit. And if you're Baby Raccoon, then you actually judge a lot. You guys don't know this about him, but he's actually really judgy. Anyway, I'm I'll admit it. Okay, this is like therapy. I gotta speak my truth. I don't have all the kneecaps organized. I don't even know where half of them are. I misplaced them. Sometimes they're in matching sets, but I'll be really honest, some of them it's really easy to tell when they're matching sets. Some of them look really similar, and so I think they're in the correct matching sets, but it might really be like a kneecap from like person C and then the other kneecap from like person W, and like they're close enough. It's like a pretty good match, but I don't always know, and I lost half of them, and then I moved from Gainesville in college back down here, and then like, you know, who knows where kneecaps end up when you're moving, right? You just put them in the boxes, you put them in bubble wrap, and then you put them in storage, and like, whew, where did they go? It's been a few years, I don't know. You're using mine as a cup holder, admit it. I'm using someone's as a cup holder. I'm using several as a cup holder. I don't know whose they are. When I first started collecting them, I thought I would just have a few, and I would know. When you only have a handful of kneecaps, it's very easy to be like, oh yeah, this is so-and-so's kneecap, and I got this kneecap over here. And then when I was fighting someone outside of Walmart at 3 a.m., I got these 3 kneecaps. They thought they only had 2, but I got 3 out of them. It was a great deal that day at the Walmart parking lot. You know, when you just have a few, you think it's fine. You can keep track of it, and then your collection grows, and you already hadn't started keeping notes, so why would you keep notes now? It's just a little bit of a bigger collection. You're big enough brain for it. You'll remember, and then one day you don't remember, and it's too late, and then another day you forgot where you put one, and then the cats were playing with some, so I put them in a safe place, and it's so safe I forgot where that safe place was, and I don't know. You patch them together as a bicycle helmet. That would be pretty cute. I want it to be a cute helmet though. I want it to like carve some of them and have like little kitty ears on the top. You guys know like Durarara? She has the motorcycle helmet, but it has like the kitty ear shape on it. I kind of want that. I want that as a helmet. I think it would be cute, unironically. So yeah, I have a great collection of kneecaps. I keep great track of them. They don't keep great track of them. They're just spread about. It's an emotional collection. It's not a well This is why I'm more of a librarian cryptid than like a museum cryptid. If you're like a museum person, you have to have everything like neatly organized and labeled and dated. And I didn't know I could be a museum cryptid, so I didn't get those skill stats. I just kept getting books and I had the librarian stats. Okay, listen. You have cat ears on your motorcycle helmet. Hide it. Why are you cooler than me in my own stream? Why are you living my dream life? This is unfair. How can I ban my mod? Oh my god. Kneecaps and chill. Please. Anyway, Zatara. I was saying we already know the captain puts on a pretty brutal persona when he's in front of his crewmates, when he's in front of those people. He acts extra tough. So I was thinking like, oh, this dialogue line here being like, oh, sorry, Garrison, I didn't hear all of that. It sounds a little like cutesy, nice, polite. And I'm not saying he's like rude. I'm not saying he's rude, but it sounds like a slightly different tone than what I thought he would say to his crew person here. Like he's not mean, he's not direct, but like I thought it sounds slightly out of voice for him. You promise you're not? I don't believe you. You say you're not cooler than me. I do not believe you, not even for 1 second. You're lying to me in my own chat. How could you? I asked, what do we do now? Do we head back to the ship and pursue those leads? I think... Alistair paused, glancing out at the harbor. Still no reflection on the surface, even though it did shine in a nearby barrel of water. The tide had practically ground to a halt. The tide was the same 4 years and 140 days ago. Wait, what? His knees grew wet as he watched. His hair drifted like ivy through waves that waned like a pulse, and the boy, his only heir, had his face frozen in his final moments of terror. He folded the anchor away, and the midshipman was none the wiser. That we should keep Bruxa's men waiting behind their reefs. I'd aimed both trigger fingers that he has in Galliot's ready to flank us. Oh, I'd ante? I'll tell him the gruff is. Yeah, we don't want him to be like, I'm not saying this to like make him an asshole, but like, he has a little bit of a gruffer captain voice. Hi, Callie. Let me see. That is right? I've seen it used a few times. What's that? I prefer both Tringle figures that he has gallistrated. Is this the right use of this word? Is it? Oh, to verb is to pay or place your initial stake into a game. So it's like betting. To pay your share, hand over money owned. So it's like, I bet both trigger fingers that he has galleys ready to flank us. Got it. That's nice. That's a new way. I haven't heard it used that way before. So I learned a new one for that. When it's used as a verb. That's what I was thinking, I'm like, oh, this isn't a way I've heard of it. But there is another way to use it. And yeah, it's kind of like a, like as to bet. To up the, if you're talking about like up the ante, it's to up the bet. It's to up the stakes, raise the stakes. So yeah, it's talking about upping the bet. So you bet, ante up. I ante up both trigger fingers that he has galleots ready to flank us. Ah, okay. Yeah, see, that's one of the things. I really feel like sometimes Zatara has a pretty good command of character and of pacing for their stories. So, like, sometimes I do some minor critiques and feedback and stuff, but really I feel like it's the line edits. Putting out especially, like, more of the long run-on ones and splitting it up a bit. And then occasionally just, like, little bits. So I actually feel like Zatara would be better with, or get better feedback from like a line editor and then just an occasional copy editor, but more of a line editor I think would cover that too. So I'm always like, oh, I wish I wish I was a better, different type of editor, Cryptid, to really help Zata on the direction they need to go in. You're an auntie expert? Okay. Careful. I don't take you up on that, Captain. Our voyages are long enough on the rare occasion you let us take the straight path. The clockwork seemed to hum in the stationary relic that rested in Alistair's pocket. He glanced at the harbor again. They were slight, but ripples did spread out. Just enough vibration to indicate moored hulls kissing stone. I actually like this half of it. This first one, I'm wondering if we can rephrase it slightly. This is a suggestion. I don't think I'm good enough, you prefer editors more than the blooper. I do have a pretty strong stranglehold on that niche, don't I? Oh no. So this is more of a suggestion. I wouldn't say I'm right enough to say it's like a full like critique or anything. I'm wondering, here's the spaghetti. The stationary relic seemed to hum in Alistair's pocket. Period. And then something. It must be the clockwork. Or at least that's what he told himself. Something like that. To almost give it like that oomph, that ante of like this almost mystical, magicalness of this relic. Just to maybe like slide that in a slight bit. It still technically is the clockwork. But even he's like, oh, it seems to hum. Oh yeah, it must be the clockwork. Something like that. And my brain wants to slightly reword this sentence. And that's kind of the vibe it's going in. Stationary and oh, is that why my brain wanted to fix it? Sometimes with line edits, because again, I'm not the best line editor, there are fixes my brain wants to do, but I'm not knowledgeable enough in line editing to explain why my brain wants to do those fixes. So that's interesting. Maybe I did notice, like, subconsciously that there were like redundant words in there. And my brain was like, oh yeah, you gotta fix it. That's one of those things. Sometimes it's just that vibe check. You don't really know how to explain it. The weather's much like any headhunter. Even waterspouts have a hard time chasing us if we don't behave like normal travelers. I mean, it worked for Mad Sweeney. Captain, Wilkes began, his patience growing thin. I suppose we should travel by the trees like Sweeney as well. We only have a few palms on the shore to work with. Captain Alistair felt his brow furrow, but mostly disguised it as unconcerned. After all, he couldn't just surround himself with sycophants. But even with all the times he had been right, his crew still met his claims with an unhealthy amount of skepticism. It was hard to tell whether he should be happy with that or not. Come along, midshipman, Alistair said, straightening his own tricorn as he headed off along the dock in the direction of a sentry box. The guard tower held a sweeping view of the arbor, and its masonry was built to greet any potential threat of maritime raids. Blah, 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 blah. The limestone was cool to the touch as the two pressed their backs to it. They were in luck. The guardsmen had stepped out for a smoke. But this did not allay the visible discomfort in Garrison Wilkes, as he and Alistair stole away into the dimly lit spiral staircase. I keep thinking something like moved on my screen and it's not. That's so interesting. Emerging onto the observation deck, Alistair withdrew a folding spyglass made of brass. He stood suspiciously close to the cannonade. He scoured the horizon, mostly confident of what he was looking for. Wilkes rested his hands on the stone block railing. Hold on. So before I forget about it, we did have this little sneak in here, I was the same 4 years and 140 days ago. His knees grew wet as he watched. His hair drifted like ivy through waves that waned like her pulse. And the boy, his only heir, had his face frozen in his final moments of terror. He folded the anger away, and the midshipman was none the wiser. So we are having like a slight little blast from the past, or having a slight little flashback to this memory, this bad memory for Alistair. But I think the transition, even though it says like, oh yeah, 140 years ago, but then it says his knees grew. It sounds almost like present tense, and I get you're trying to maybe basically the trauma that made him who he is now. Because the rest of it is in past tense. His only heir had his face frozen in his final moments of terror. But then some of the rest of it is like in present tense, and I think that was a little jarring. I still thought it was happening now, and I was like, oh, why are his knees currently wet? But it's not. It's the past tense. It's the flashback, and some of it with the boy is in past tense. I think the rest of it should be past tense. He stood suspiciously close. It means that his closeness was suspicious. Yeah, but not raising an immediate red flag. Yeah, I actually really like that description. He stood suspiciously close to something. I'm like, ooh, I actually like that. That tickles something in my brain. I like the description, but I'm not quite. I think it might need some rephrasing. Because the reason why I initially scrolled up, is I was looking back for how we're in the captain's point of view. And most of the time it's explained. We get his emotions. We're very close to, it looked a little weird. I think, for the flashback one, I think if it's in past tense, then I think it's okay. Then I think it might fix it. His knees had been wet as he watched. Her hair drifted like ivy through the waves that waned like her pulse. And the boy's only heir had his face frozen in his final moments of terror. I think that flows a bit better. Mr. Context clue though. So scrolling back down now. I'm wondering. Oh. He stood suspiciously close to the cannonade. This almost, even though I love the description, I love that way of phrasing it. It sounds more like an outside point of view, looking at the captain, describing it as like that the captain stood suspiciously close to the cannonade, to tell us, the viewers, of how he's looking. And most of it's been really, really close to the captain, to Captain Alistair. We're hearing his thoughts, we're hearing his reasonings, we're hearing his trauma flashbacks. So is he himself thinking that he's standing suspiciously close to the cannonade? That's why it seems a little bit off. I think it's a slightly more like omniscient point of view compared to like a closer third-person point of view, which I think is what we've been in. We've kind of been following everything that Captain Alistair sees and feels and thinks. So I'm wondering if he himself is thinking like, oh yeah, he stood suspiciously close to the cannonade. I almost want you, like, can you save the description? Does anyone else stand suspiciously close to something at any point? And you can use that detail there. It's a great, like, line to have in your toolbox as a writer. I do like it, but I just think it's not fitting it right here. He stopped by the cannonade like it was one of his own. Ooh, I like that. Ah, fuck, I do like that. Emerging onto the observation deck, Alistair withdrew a folding spyglass made of brass. He stopped by the cannonade like it was one of his own. He scoured the horizon, mostly confident of what he was looking for. I think this one can now be a bit shorter, because now they're all similar length. So it could just be emerging onto the observation deck, Alistair withdrew a brass folding spyglass. And that would be a bit shorter. This one's a medium length one. That one's that. He was one of his own. He scoured the horizon, mostly confident of what he was looking for. Yeah. I think just a brass folding spyglass. And that makes this one a bit shorter. Stopped by the cannon that kills one of his own. He scoured the horizon, mostly confident of what he was looking for. I like these lines. Clear and strong. Hey, Zoe. Wilkes rested his hands on the stone block railing. I like it. So one, I'm really glad that, because that flashback sequence seems so important, so I'm happy about it. It was like, oh yeah, just put it all in past tense. I think that reads stronger now. And then that part. But please, in the back of your writer brain, keep stood suspiciously close to something, because I really like that line. I think you should use it in the future, because it's a great line. The only thing wrong with it, I was like, oh, it feels more omniscient rather than close third. And some of those stuffs can be like really tricky with third person point of view. I look back on some of my older writing samples, and I even realized I mix it up sometimes. Yeah, you'll find a better place for it. Please do. I want to read it. I like it. Oh no. Sometimes when people talk about that though, of like that's literally one of the things. It's a smaller version of it, but it is a thing of like kill your darlings. You can genuinely like something. I like the line, he stood suspiciously close to the cannonade. But then there is realizing like, oh, but it's doing this other problem. To fix the problem, you gotta kill the darling. Thankfully that was just a sentence level version of a darling, but there's others. There are entire characters that are a kill your darling. There's entire plot points that are kill your darlings. There's entire chapters, multiple chapters or story arcs that are kill your darlings, and those ones are brutal. And then people will like point out and be like, no, but you said it's good, you said you liked it, and I'm like, yeah, that's why it's a darling. I'll put a bunch of darlings in front of the firing squad. You have an official kill your darlings firing squad? I fucking love that. Satsuno's tougher than all of us. At least me. Even me, I'll kick and groan about stuff. For me, it's more of, I actually am really okay with more developmental edit stuff. I know you guys are shocked. But yeah, I'm pretty okay. Like, I'll remove characters, I'll cut chapters, I'll do, like, whatever. It doesn't really bother me. I think more big picture stuff anyway, that's just, like, a new draft in my head, it's whatever. But when I've actually written, like, the fancy prose, I kind of, like, pout, and I drag my feet about, doing line edits. Because I'm like, no, I wrote that sentence so pretty, put all the good words in it, it's so cool and artsy, and I'm gonna be like, no. It does sound better when it's gone. Ugh. So that's actually my biggest thing. And then copy edits are just like grammar and stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's just me doing a whoopsie. Like, yeah, I don't get hurt with those edits at all. So developmental and copy edits I'm fine with. It's the line edits. I'm like, those are the hardest darlings to kill for me. IDK, I feel complimented or insulted to be compared to a firing squad. Wait, no. I don't think they were saying, like, you specifically. It's all good. Like, I think, like, emotionally, like, when we're talking about, like, killing our darlings, like, we have this little mental firing squad. Some really strong narrative voice and characters. Yes, that's why it was really, really great. I think after a while, there's like a couple of people I start pointing out. Model, come on, keep track. Keep track. There we go. I don't know why the model didn't want to, but now it is. Sentence flow is actually a big deal for me. I want my readers to actually feel like they're having fun, even if I can't keep the momentum through the whole thing. By little interruptions like, scout the horizon, mostly confident. Can someone be mostly confident? I think so. I think that's like a great little personality bit. He has a... He's putting on that bravado. He's like pretty certain something's gonna be there. You know, probably. It's worked out for him in the past. He even has this entire little bit of like a lot of his schemes have worked out, but all his crewmates are still like skeptical of him. So there's been a few whoopsies on the way. Hold on, I'm gonna cough real quick. It's one of those voice things. Some things can be technically wrong, but it's in the voice, and then we always want the voice to be strong. Oh, an ounce of confidence. It's basically the same as a shadow of a doubt. Oh, I like that comparison. That's neat. I wasn't even clever enough to make that comparison, but yeah. I was like, oh yeah, but it just sounds in voice, and I always like when there's a strong voice, and sometimes for voice we have grammatical incorrectness, we have weird analogies, we have weird metaphors, we have more meandering ways that they're speaking, or shorter, blunt ways they're speaking. So when it's for a narrative voice, I'm more likely to be okay with it. Are we looking for a Prussian warship? His sarcasm was cut off when the captain passed the spyglass to him. Hold on, my lo-fi beats. There, Alistair pointed at the reef clustered around a slab of volcanic granite. 45 degrees port side, just a stone's throw from Sea Dog's perch. The perch in question being a section of the dock so littered with bite marks, even the rummies steered clear. And indeed, as Wilkes adjusted the lens, he spied smoke wafting from the rock. Just at the base, he saw the telling glow of a campfire pit built atop a raft. Section of the dock. Bite marks. Even the rummies steered clear. Oh, wait. This part here, there's a lot of info. I'm making sure I'm picturing it right. So it's a stone's throw from Sea Dog's perch. But then Sea Dog's perch is a section of the dock so littered with bite marks. Why bite marks? Even the rummies steered clear. And indeed, as Wilkes adjusted the lens, he spied smoke wafting from the rock from Sea Dog's perch. Just at the base, he saw the telling glow of a campfire pit built atop a raft. So was all this on Sea Dog's perch, or is it a stone's throw from Sea Dog's perch? I think that's the part that I'm just a little confused about from that paragraph, from that structuring of the information. Am I picturing this campfire pit and the smoke and someone camping out on Sea Dog's perch, which is this dock with bite marks on it? Or is the rock separate from Sea Dog's perch? It's behind the rock, basically across from the perch. Okay, so if this is our captain stuff, and then this is the rock, the perch goes towards them? No, the perch goes away from them. So it's the captain, the perch, and then the rock. That's how it's going. Okay, I got you. I wonder if we could rephrase this one slightly. Maybe somewhat else. Maybe I'm just being silly about that. I will give that. I could have just been silly about that for understanding it. But I did have a slight confusion of like, wait, which thing is which? And I was trying to copy that. So maybe a slight rephrasing. But I would get like more people to read that and get more feedback on it, because I could be the outlier on that one. I could have just been having a blooba moment. It is almost 1 a.m. So that could be a blooba at 1 a.m. There's a storm here. Oh man, there's storms by you, there's storms by Heidenheart. There were storms here earlier. Everyone's having rain today. Across. used to cross, but I guess we didn't. Huh. That part read fine to me. Oh, so we just have different brains, maybe. Right? It's so funny how you and me pick up on different things. Again, I always say, like, you're more of a seem-to-be copy line editor critique-minded, and again, I'm more developmental, sometimes line edit critiques. So it's just realizing, like, oh, brains function differently. People's brains pick up on different facts, on different little nuggets. It's so interesting. Oh, it's a different storm for Maddie, so it's not your fault. I love that. The beginnings of a question died in Garrison's mouth as he smelled cigar smoke and heard the hissing of a lit fuse. Ooh. Wilkes lowered the glass. His eyes widened in alarm as he watched Alistair stand with a boot resting on the back of the cannonade, drawing from his cigar like it was a reading break. Boom. Oh my god, wait, I actually really fucking love this. Show's coming from Washington State. Things like spacing and direction of the world. Yeah, that doesn't stick at all for me. I had a similar critique with what was it? It was Heidenheart, and we were talking about some people went like south and other people went east and some went west, and I was like, where are they going? Where are they going? I don't understand. It was so funny, but I'm not always the best at that. You're heading to Seattle in a little over a year? Oh my god, take me with you. Low key, again, I want to leave the US, but if I did get to choose like one place I would like to move to in the US, I would like want to visit Seattle for a while and see if I want to move to Seattle. Hi, Ink and Play. And everyone's like, oh, it's so rainy and dreary there all the time, and I'm like, good. I like perk up. I get so much more awake. I feel so much calmer. I feel so much more alive and like okay during storms and rainy weather. And then Mama Cryptid's the opposite. She's the sunflower. She perks up when it's like really bright and hot outside, which it's Florida weather. It is a lot. And then I'm over there like wilting in the sun. I'm like, die. Let's see. Enjoy our leftover lightning. Seattle's like Vancouver where you live? Oh. So, I love this scene. I love this fucking paragraph. I love the vision this is sending into my brain of how these characters are interacting. Writing so good, it's electric. Electric type Pokemon, there you go. But, and it is a very technical thing, and it's something only you can answer. I think, if I'm remembering right, we're mostly doing close third person. Let me double check, hold on. Yeah, even in this earlier scene with the person that they take the stuff from, it's still mostly from like Alistair's point of view. The captain used a cigar to light the cannon. Yeah, while the shipman was looking away, so the shipman just hears the sound of it being lit. And it's like, wait a second, and then turns, and there's the captain with the already lit fuse, and then it goes boom, and I'm like, it's a great scene. It's so great. His eyes widened in alarm as he watched Alistair stand with a boot resting on the back of the cannonade, drawing from a cigar like it was a reading break, just being so chill. Yeah, you're right, being a badass. It's so great. On a technical level, some of these sentences have changed perspective to be close third person of Wilkes instead of Alistair. Let me get myself an out here. Wilkes basically borrowed the perspective with the spyglass. I now need to know more about Alistair, right? Alistair's a fucking badass here. You know what it also kind of fills me up with? I grew up with and I loved a lot of early Pirates of the Caribbean stuff. And then some of the later movies, they fucking retconned Captain Jack's backstory. They changed it. And I'm like, how dare you, first of all? And then he wasn't as good anymore, and I didn't like it. And so then I was always looking for like another fix of that feeling you get of these cool pirate captain characters from the earlier movies of Captain Jack and the Pirates of the Caribbean, and that the later movies couldn't capture, that a lot of other media can't capture. And here with Alistair, I'm like, oh, he's cool. He's smart. He's funny. He's doing the same little tricks and stuff. His crew's kind of giving him sass. He's a little bit brutal. He's a little bit wacky and crazy like this. He's a bit of a badass. I like Alistair. He's kind of giving that same fix. You are, without a doubt, the worst pirate I've ever heard of. But you have heard of me. Inuyasha fanfic or a book that I'm will building on World Anvil. The fangirl in me is like, more Inuyasha fics. But I know that's also my bias. And the it's whatever you want to work on. My little fangirl heart's just like, more Inuyasha. 73,000 points? Oh god, I actually really gotta start thinking about 100k redeemed soon. You're finishing the scene, I got you. Yeah, you guys know what the original Captain Jack backstory was, right? They changed it. They added in that stupid, weird CGI theme of him being like a young kid pirate, and then he like saved all the other pirates on his fucking ship, and then they all gave him each a different thing of his iconic outfit, like the bandana and like the compass or whatever, and the thing. That's the new thing they made in the later movies. That is not the original Captain Jack backstory from the first movie. So with all our points combined, we can make Cryptid sing. No! I'm not singing. And also, I wouldn't do that to you guys. Here's 61. No one wants, especially because Zoe came over here from being an idol fan, from being a K-pop stan, like that. You got such high goals. Oh, you got such high standards of what singing can be. I've heard the K-pop groups. I don't got that talent. I can't stand where they stood. Sing Vox Pod. Be like, no, I'm happy just listening to it. Actually, do that. Channels can set point donation goal. Really? Oh wow. So Zoe, we could actually really set up a gambling ring for you, and where you just collect, where you hoard all the points from everybody else. They could just donate it to you. That's literally fucking hilarious. But yeah, so I want this same scene, but I do just want it slightly from Alistair's third-person close point of view. It's gambling ring for singing, not for singing! Was the captain already smoking when they started toward the cannons? Let's take a lookie. Let's take a lookie. Hold on, I'm looking for it real quick. I don't believe so. So he lit the cigar to light the cannon instead of just lighting the cannon. Yeah, because he's a badass. Because that's the more fun way of doing it. It's also the more fun way. It's the power play. It's the power play. It's for the aesthetic. Well, they're also sneaking here. They're sneaking. It's lucky the guard tower, the guard is on like break or something, right? They were in luck the guardsman had stepped out for a smoke. Garrison Wilkes is already uncomfortable, but they sneak up the dimly lit spiral staircase. He's horrified. He's so good at it. Oh my god. Let's see. Let's see. Exclamation mark gamble all. Nonchalant, he's about lighting the cigar first. Like maybe just even a little line in here. Like as he takes the spyglass, the captain starts lighting up a cigar and says, "Oh, there," as he's lighting it up. 45 degrees port side. That little bit, and that's when he's lighting it up. That could be a nice little detail. But yeah, I would say technically, even though it's so fucking great, rewrite this exact same thing, but from Alistair's point of view. Boom. Can we test gambling if we cheat the system, doubling everyone's points? If one gives a lot, like 500, and multiple people do, like, give 10 points. Cheat the system. I don't know if everyone gets double the points. I think it's just whoever wins gets the points, right? Chapter 3 in the issue fanfic called A Demon Kiss. Aww. We can test. Oh, I don't know. I don't think it works that way though. Hold on, let me see. Wait. These let viewers wager points of loyalty. Twitch's strict guidelines. Oh, that's about actual gambling streams. That's not us. We're just having a little yoke. We're having money laundering. That's completely fine and legit. There's 500 points and like 2 people giving 10 points. I don't think I can give any points because I have infinite points because it's on my stream. So I don't think I can give any points because that's like a glitch in the system. I was trying to look it up just to see if it would say like what it was. There's 500 points and like 2 people give 10 points. What do I click? I think Heinhardt's working on the gamble thing now. So just hold on, I think Heinhardt's setting it up. I think once they set it up, you guys should be able to see the gamble. While they do that, I'll talk about Captain Jack again, because now I'm in the mood. So, in the original, in the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, there is a referenced backstory for Captain Jack when he's talking with that one fuck-ass dude, bro. The original fiance for Elizabeth Swann. When it's in the scene where he pulls over and you can see the tattoo, the little tattoo that's branding him as a pirate. And it also goes into the backstory of why does Captain Jack have this deal with Davy Jones. You know, in the first movie, the big deal is that he has this thing with Davy Jones where he has to kill, like, what the fuck is it, like 300 or 500 souls, and then he'll get the Black Pearl, and it's for his life. It's all these different things. The backstory it's alluding to is that he had been part of the Queen's Navy, right? Same as the fuck-ass dude, bro, who was originally engaged to Elizabeth Swann. He had been part of that group, and they were shipping cargo. And Captain Jack has the line... Oh, it's 100 souls. Thank you, Chatty Matty. That is sharing cargo, and Captain Jack has the line, people aren't cargo mate. Part of the cargo was slaves. They were trafficking slaves in that ship, in the Queen's Navy ship. Captain Jack disagreed with it because he's fucking awesome and badass, and he had set the slaves free. He had righted it. That was what got him accused of piracy because he quote-unquote stole loot. He got rid of cargo in a Queen's Navy ship, but the cargo was people. He freed people. Yeah, I never noticed that part. Yeah, and so that's why, when you guys wonder, why is he the worst pirate? Is it because he's quirky and silly? No, he's the worst pirate because he never actually fucking stole anything to be labeled a pirate. He didn't steal jewels. He didn't steal treasure. He never went on a cool treasure quest. He didn't kill anybody. He didn't, like have this great whole stand against the queen. He literally just freed enslaved passengers, 100 people. That's how many he freed. But since slaves qualified as cargo, he technically stole cargo and he's labeled for the crime of piracy. Let's see. Oh, what's this? Let's see. I can use my alt and my main to get 10 points and see how much we would gain. I think you're just gonna get your points back. Heavy vote is 10 points and it's split among the winners. So if, let's say, everyone submits it, and let's say everyone gives 10 points, but then everyone was on the winning team, I think that you just get your original 10 points back. I don't think it doubles it. Yeah. Yeah, he's the worst pirate because he gave up his quote-unquote cargo. And the reason why Davy Jones... Oh, hey, look, the prediction started. Is asking him for 100 souls... because he freed 100 people. Davy Jones lost out on 100 tasty souls working for all eternity on the Flying Dutchman on his ship. So he's like, oh yeah, well you want a deal? You want to do this thing with me? Okay, you gotta go do and collect 100 souls from me. You maybe lose out on 100 souls. You're gonna go give me 100 souls. And Captain Jack Sparrow is so hesitant. He spends so much of that film franchise running away from that debt because he doesn't want to kill anybody, because he's the worst pirate, because he never stole or killed anybody. He's the worst one. He's the nicest guy, so he's terrible at it. He's not willing to kill 100 random people to fulfill the contract, when the entire reason he's a pirate is because he saved 100 people. That would be 100. Oh, he even yells in lowercase. So if you guys are ever curious, like, what is this backstory of Captain Jack? It's he was part of the Queen's Navy. He freed people, and those people count as cargo. He's a pirate. He has to, for the Flying Dutchman, for Davy Jones, he has to sacrifice 100 people, but he saved 100 people. He doesn't want to kill anybody, so he's been running from this debt from Davy Jones, because the obvious answer to his problem is just go kill 100 people. Your debt's fixed then. But Davy Jones gave that debt to him, knowing that Captain Jack would never fucking do it. Can't vote, so I can close the prediction when it ends. Nice. Okay. So yeah, I don't think you can do it, and I don't think I can do it. How can I do this? Predict? Yeah, it physically will not let me click on those buttons. Isn't that so silly? Oh wait, I can't see the thingamajig. I can't see the thingamajig. There we go. Alrighty. We're gonna see if we can money launder points for Zoe here. We'll see how this works out. That's the bit with Captain Jack, and then they changed it. They retconned that entire backstory in the later Pirates movie, and they make like this weird CGI face kid Captain Jack, or baby Jack Sparrow, who's on this already pirate ship when he's a kid, and he saves them all from his amazing boat steering, and then they all love him so much that they declare this kid captain, and they give him like a spyglass and the hat and the compass and all the other shit he always has. And I'm like, that's not a good story. That doesn't explain anything. Why did you change his backstory? Oh. Enthusiasm in it? Oh, let me see if I can... I want to see if I can find it. Yeah, that's even so you guys know, like, the ship, because again, the ship sank when he freed these people. He got the ship, the Black Pearl, back from Davy Jones. The ship wasn't originally called the Black Pearl. When it came back and it was all charred and fucked up because Davy Jones brought it back, he renamed it the Black Pearl. Because he saved a bunch of black people from being slaves while he was in the Queen's Navy. That's the bit. That's why it's called the Black Pearl. So to say that he was just always this little pirate kid, I'm like, why? Why? Why would you get away? It's such an amazing backstory. And I think they did that because it's never like fully spelled out. It's just referenced, especially, it's mostly referenced in that meeting with him and the douche-ass bro who was originally engaged to Elizabeth Swann. So if you're not super paying attention to that scene, you kind of miss it. Yeah, the Wicked Witch. That sounds right. But like, it's so good, and it explains things. When you're ever questioning his motives and his character, that backstory explains things that the new backstory doesn't. Your favorite story is in Sotas. Which one's Sotas? I forget. It's been too long. I remember Inuyasha. I remember Kagome. I remember Sesshomaru. Sesshomaru was my husbando. That was my first anime husbando. That's what I first, like, made me realize the feeling you get when you see an anime guy. You're like, that's my husband. I am married to him. He was my husbando. Oh, Sota's Kagame's bro. Oh my god, yeah, I fucking forgot about that dude. Yeah. The Black Pearl was originally the Wicked Wench. There we go. Thank you, Chatty Matty. It's been a while. It's so, I love the earlier pirates, and then later on they changed things. Bedtime, good night. Have a good one. It's been a long time since I seen that movie too. It's so good. The first few are good. I loved it. That, surprisingly, when I was that little, I still couldn't watch the Scooby-Doo movies without getting nightmares. So my mom and papa Cryptid would still be like really mad at little me if I tried to like watch Scooby-Doo movies because I would get nightmares and stuff and freak out. But they did show me the first Pirates movie, and I watched it a couple of times. I did get scared by them turning into like the skeletons, and them turning into the undead during some of those scenes. But I don't think I was as scared by that as Scooby-Doo. I think Scooby-Doo scared me more. I was so stupid as a kid. What was wrong with me? Wasn't the backstory in the second film? How well do you think Captain Jack Sparrow would last in One Piece? I think he'd be having a fucking blast. I think he'd be great in One Piece, in the One Piece universe. I think he would have found an island. He would be getting drunk all the time. He would keep getting rescued, probably by a bad group of pirates, because that's a lot of the pirate groups in One Piece. A lot of them are not good pirates. So a lot of them are, a lot of them aren't. So he'd be by a bad group, and then he would do some crazy escape maneuvers to escape that bad group of pirates, to wind up on another island where he would just hang out and get drunk and just relax. Oh. So I watched the second in theaters, and the scene when he was facing the Kraken changed me. I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for those pesky tits. Made a fanfic of your scariest movie, Scooby-Doo, and the least scary, a pirate movie where they're undead. He stood up a camping tent in a sugarcane field. He would just be relaxing. He would, unironically, I think he'd like make fun of Luffy the monkey at first, and then like Sanji and everyone would like be making him food and stuff, and he'd be like, honestly, these kids fucking get it. They're the best. And he would just be this crazy drunk uncle that would just be eating their food. And getting captured by shit and having to escape. He would thrive in the One Piece universe. Captain Jack Sparrow should have been in the One Piece universe. At least that's what his heart says. But then we wouldn't have such a great Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, so it makes sense he has to be in Pirates of the Caribbean. But Nami would hate it. You haven't watched it, IDK. See, you were asking earlier, was the backstory in the second film? I feel like it's the first one. If you're talking about the original with him having freed people and he's talking with that commissioner guy, I think it's the first movie. I'm like pretty sure. Now, can I be pretty sure about something and also be fucking dead wrong? Yeah, and I frequently am. So it means nothing. But I'm like pretty sure it's the first movie. Hold on, backstory. Tumblr post. Tragic anti-hero who traded his soul.
Oh, baby Rick yawn.
Let's see. Oh. Baby raccoon yawn. Aw, poor baby. Oh, hi, Roots. It's good to see you. For anyone new in here, yes, Knitbone in the chat is actually Roots. And they also have mod powers, and if they ban anyone, I will be none the wiser. Let's see. Oh, is this the screenshot of it? Is this the screenshot of it? Let me see, please. I want to load in the image. Oh my god, oh my god. Wait. This is a Tumblr post that explains it. Everyone knows Tumblr is 100% accurate all the time. All hail Roots. Can you guys see it? No. Hold on. I got this. I can't zoom in anymore. Wait, maybe I can. Maybe I can for you guys. Look at this. So this is talking about Black Pearl. Remarkable. The last I saw of that ship, she was on fire. A blackened hull sinking beneath the waves. And he has the people on cargo. Was this the actual lines? Or is this just a fanfic one? Sunk. It's not way cooler. Freed? Yeah, he was branded pirate because he freed people rather than stealing anything. So Norrington, with a sense of duty, knows that Jack has been branded a criminal for actively not being a terrible human being. Yeah, I remember this. Is this the second? Oh my god. That's crazy. Is that guy not Norrington? A lot of them have the crazy white stupid hair thingamajig. And I don't like it. I know it's period accurate. I know it's great costuming. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying me personally. I'm like, oh yeah, that fuck ass with the wig. And then they all are interchangeable to me. See, I think when you have a bad hairstyle I don't like, you're all interchangeable to me. When you have a hairstyle I think is stupid. And the silly wig thingamajig here, I think they're stupid. So therefore they're all interchangeable to me. Mama Cryptid has a similar thing where she has face blindness but with blondes. If you're like roughly a similar age, sometimes if you're not a similar age at all, and you're blonde, you're any blonde Mama Cryptid. She has no clue who you are. She is knows. Nothing. She doesn't know one blonde from another. Not in TV shows, not in real life, sometimes not among her friend group, sometimes not among people she's talked to for years. You are one of the blonde people in a rough, sometimes not accurate age range. You're all the same people. It's just some powerful Pirates of the Caribbean energy. Oh. I don't know if that was a fanfic piece or not. I can read... I don't know if I can read a full page. I can read a little bit more. The raft was annihilated by the tolling of the sound, and several more craft frantically dispersed from the reef. Alistair was howling with laughter. Garrison, think I put too much pepper on the grilladas? Grilladas? I'm not quite sure how to say that one. Raft was annihilated by the tolling of the sound. Was it... That part throws me off a little bit. Norrington did in the first, but so did the East India Trading Code guy. Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is the second one. They're all just the jackasses in the white wigs. Maybe I got them mixed up. I blame Mama Cryptid for passing that on to me. It's a very specific type of face blindness. Even in shows and movies and stuff, if there's like multiple people in a wig hairstyle that I don't like, I'm like, oh no, it's another one of those ugly wig people. Once you choose the outcome, viewers who have been chosen the correct outcome will be awarded 1360 channel. Wait, what? That's what it said. Oh, well, let's see. Let's see what happens. Maybe Zoe can cheat the system. So because I think percussion's like the sound. It's the sound. Why was it annihilated with the sound? Silvermore craft frantically dispersed from the reef. Alistair was howling with laughter. Too much pepper on that. It was hard to tell whether Wilkes jolted more visibly than the guardsmen, but they were now winding their way up the staircase. Hi, Titan. Your alt account points almost doubled. What about your main account? How's everyone else's account? Are you just taking from the losing side, or are all of the winners' points doubling? That's one of the things. The panic was still alive in Garrison's eyes. I like that. Wilkes, Alistair barked, pointing to the corner behind the door. The midshipman growled a curse under his breath and hurriedly pressed himself as flat as the wall would allow. Oh no, it's just a random thing to test the polling system to see if we can cheat the system, to see if people can cheat the system and get more points than they spent. The time I spent, then it doubled. Yeah, but it like because there was someone who was like spent like 500 or something, right? So did you get someone else's 10 points? Or was everybody a winner and everybody's points doubled from the nether? That's what I'm wondering. Moments later, the two soldiers burst in, muskets drawn. One of them was still holding the cigarette with his teeth. Should it be the cigarette, or should it be a cigarette? Alistair turned to them, feigning surprise, with the cannons and parapet at his back. Pas un geste? La main au-dessous de la tête? I know I did not say that right. Don't nobody judge me. You know, can we see? Can we see who did the thing? Can we see who did it? No, I want to see my prediction. Can we see the stats? Maybe we'll get all the points. You share the whole pool, by the way. Okay, thank you, Tan. That's what I thought was happening. So then if you gained points, Zoe, that means someone else lost points. That's what's happening. Oh, be done with your blather, lads, Alistair grinned, gesturing at their small table with his cigar. I know damn well you'd rather be squaring up for a round of Spoil 5. You're so fucking tired. Oh, I'm sorry, Titan. You're not tired enough for sleep, though? Oh, that sucks. As the guards grew enraged, Wilkes pushed past the door, kicking the smoker over the ledge of the tower. That guy's fully got fucking got. Alistair made use of the other guard's brief distraction, drawing a flintlock and putting the hot ball of lead right in the man's arm. Captain's hand brushed against the bandages that shared the pocket with the relic. No pause was seen in his stride, however, as he followed Wilkes back down the stairs. I know it's supposed to be fast, like they did this really smoothly, but I do kind of wish the flow was a bit faster and like as in shorter, faster sentences for the action, and then the scene was a bit longer. It was a slower scene. What is that? Oh, it's just weird lighting. So like it could have been like a longer paragraph or even an extra paragraph, and then shorter sentences to really carry the cool things that are happening here. Like I want to just, does the guy even like scream at all as he falls down the fucking tower? You saw the second guard writhing and wheezing as he tried to will his lungs to breathe again from his fall. Would you all have a good night? Oh, you won't. I'm glad, and I hope so too. That's negative side. It's all good. I get you. Sometimes when you can't fucking sleep, it's annoying. It's exhausting. The captain's hand brushed against the bandages that shared the pocket with the relic. I think this one can be a little bit shorter, a little bit more clear. Otherwise, he'd lose the cigarette. Yeah, in which case, like, I want not to say that exact detail. It can even be the detail if he didn't scream while he went down. He just was, one second he was there, the next second just whooshing air and he's gone. There's a thud. There's something. I don't know if they could hear the thud up here. I don't know how tall this tower is. But some little details. I want this scene a little bit longer. And I want the sentences a little punchier to carry that emotion. I'm surprised. It's true. The two saw the second guard writhing and wheezing as he tried to will his lungs to breathe again from his fall. Thankfully, the sand cushioned it. Is it thankfully for them? The two left frantic tracks that vanished into the dense underbrush of ficus trees and gnarled, root-like liana vines. They led straight into the jungle that surrounded the town's borders. Should it be like thankfully for the guard, the sand had cushioned it? More paragraph, but punchier sentences. I'll figure that part out tomorrow. Yeah, it's all good. This is late too, so like it can just be notes for later. Mind your tobacco bag, Garrison, or the cursed Breers will nab it as a keepsake, Alistair bellowed, feeling his own long coat get plucked by St. Lucia's floor in their flight. The darkness of the canopy bore down on them like a closing fist, but they were at least able to spy the dancing orange wisp of flame from the patrol's lanterns. The ferns and elephant ear hid the two well as the soldiers raced in the direction of the sentry box. Alistair leaned close to Garrison's ear, thumping him on the shoulder. May the powers. Maybe time we rig ourselves in different colors till we're clear of the island. You know I hate wearing that fake beard, Wilkes rasped, shoving Alistair. The captain shushed him as the patrols darted past. But you look just like Edward Teach, Alistair whispered, once he was sure the last of the French flew past. Wilkes no longer hid his frustration and grabbed a piece of driftwood, turning to the captain with it. Alistair ran through the underbrush once more, no longer muting his laugh. Oh yeah, this is great. I do love their interactions. How about we tie dynamite to your face for our next raid? It worked for Blackbeard, yelled Wilkes as he gave chase. I do like their interactions. I do like them a lot. They have a fun little gimmick. It was about 50 minutes later when the two men re-emerged on the southern end of the city, covered in brambles and obstructive vines. Their lungs were burning for air as their necks shined with sweat. Alistair cursed the moist, dead weight that his long coat had now become. So yeah, in comparison, I really would like them fighting the guard scene more, as long as it was just a physically longer scene, like you said, like more paragraphs, either another paragraph or two. And I really want that great flow in the writing of them doing this cool scene. But otherwise, I love the rest of it. I think the rest of it picked up that pace, that good pacing again, with them running around, being little, little silly boys, being boys in the correct way, in the good way. Because sometimes there's the thing of like, oh, boys will be boys, and it's like about bad things about them like harassing women and stuff, and it's like, no, that's the bad boys will be boys ways. And then people start posting like the good ways, boys will be boys, of like them them just playing around, being goofballs, having jokes, having just running around chat, almost acting childish and stuff, but with their friends as in this kind of guy jokey way. And I'm like, yes, boys will be boys in the best way for these pirates after they just got away with their fucking crime. I love it for them. I love Blackbeard. I love not Blackbeard. I love. Alright, big yawn. You can tell I'm getting tired. Oh my goodness. I don't even get to go to sleep. I had to go keep cutting out fucking patches. There's still hundreds of patches to cut out. Hollister stayed on St. Lucia this long with this many felonious impulses. I am shutting down. So I think hopefully that was some good little pointers today's Zatra, even though I was tired. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. And again, for everyone new joining in, the streaming schedule will be paused for a few days because I will not be here. I will not be able to stream for the next few nights because I'm taking the trip to Jacksonville. I'll be vending at an event. I'll be vending at World Oddities Expo in Jacksonville this weekend. So if any of you guys will happen to be in Jacksonville or nearby during that time and you want to see what a cool oddities market is, there's World Oddities Expo in Jacksonville this weekend, and yeah, I'll be there. Come say hi if you happen to be nearby. Otherwise, I hope you guys are comfy, I hope you guys are cozy, and I will see. Any like Pokemon cards? No, like our shop. Well, Cryptid Roots is a store. Me and Roots make our own patches and apparel and spooky postcards and different little things, and we actually have a shop. If you look up Cryptid Roots, it's actually a shop of patches mostly. It's mostly patches on the Etsy shop, and beanies, and we have hoodies and patched up flannels and other cool things you can wear. There's whole patch walls that we set up around the edge, so you walk around, you can see the patch walls. You have stuff from some other spooky stores that I buy wholesale from them, like cool like spooky witchy journals and stuff that we have as a little display. Papa Cryptid does like the laser engraving, so we have like coasters that have like bugs and stuff on them that are neat that he makes for us because he loves us and he likes getting to use the cool gadgets that he buys. So it's just a bunch of little spooky stuff. But otherwise, I'll see you guys later. I'll keep you guys updated on the Discord when I'm back. Thank you. He might actually have a jawbone. Oh my god. Send me the details. We'll look up a trade. This is great. Missy's actually going to be really sad on rereads if I do everything right. Don't tell me that. Get out of here. You're banned. Have a good night, everybody. I'll catch you later. Good night.